What we have learned applies to our lives today. I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm ready to play D&D. I'm just gonna keep singing until we start.
Well, I
gotta be careful. Don't want that copyright.
So.
Oh, true. Fair enough. Got it.
Anyways, last stream. Trying to. Oh yeah. I had to think of where exactly we started last stream. It's a
We
little
showed
blurry
up.
from the previous one. Yeah, the rest of the party showed up. So Azriel, Ruma, and Darby showed up, and Olin started talking with Jamie and Sentinel. There was some reconnection. There's some questions to Xanthro and like what's going on there, why he's wanting to help, if we should trust him, all that good jazz. Yeah. Some conversation with Marilla about what they wanted to do with Xanthro, because considering he literally killed her earlier in the campaign. The idea basically is he went with you guys because you weren't going to leave him and Olin by himself. So he is actually currently with you guys, along with Meepo and Ezra, who you took their dragons to get to the Guardian Foul Tomb, where Xanthro has informed you all that he has a small little like crystalline triangle that will allow you to access the system and do whatever you need to do to fix Elyssia, end this beckoning, possibly stop Braska. And yeah, that's his thing. He believes that Braska's not actually unable to access the system. He just is choosing not to, just to be a huge dick. And that is that's pretty much it, I think, unless I missed anything major. You fought some nimble rights when you arrived at the tomb. There's all those like robots that you found in high water, like Nim, and they are immediately more or less hostile to you. So
only thing that was missed is they're not called nimble rights, they're called hot dogs.
Yes, they look like hot dogs. They're a little
They look like hot dog men.
They're hot dogs. Also, if it's not obvious from the layout, Ruma is not here.
Yes, Ruma's not here. I had them pre-created. I wonder if we just never use them in combat, because I have not changed this token that I made from like 2 years ago.
I don't think we have, because this is
the
first time they popped up in the kill count too.
Yeah.
Or either we've never used them, or I put them on the count as another stupid thing, but probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you fought any nimble rights. I think you just met Nim and there was nothing else to do with it. There's that weird creation of Nim's whose name I don't remember, that he wanted you to get him back that was just like really, really offensive, if I remember right.
I don't remember.
Does anyone remember that? Am I the only one who remembers that? I don't remember what its name
was. Was it the second time that we came back to Nim?
I know. I think it was the first time right around you met him. He was like his buddy, and he's like, "Oh, my buddy left me."
Oh, yeah, it was the small flying one.
Oh yeah,
it was just like really horny or something. I don't remember.
It's where we found it. It's where we were trying to go in the first place.
If no one's noticed, that's just par for the course of this campaign at this point. Literally, you can probably start from the beginning or just jump right in the middle of this thing. It's just the same cycle of horniness repeating.
Yeah. It's part of the beckoning sickness.
It's part of the beckoning sickness. So, anyways, that is where we leave you guys. You fought your way partially into the Guardian Foul Tomb. You've been engaged by 6 nimble rights who are going to come at you, and I'm going to get some people added to the count. Brennan's going to be
I'm Ruma.
Changed stupid shit. Now I can't just select turn order from the top.
Always the resident. Someone's missing. I take control of the character.
That's because you know like everyone's thing.
Well, I mean, I play a Vengeance Paladin in BG3 relatively recently too, so I kind of know what.
So
which is, I think, exactly what Ruma is. If I remember right.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Oh, wait, does he have his Griffin yet?
No, I never made that. I forgot to do that.
Well, he's
don't
on
worry
his
about
Griffin.
it. Yeah, just pretend he's on his Griffin.
I'll make his token bigger to represent that he is a large-sized creature at the moment.
He's on a large Griffin. All right. So these nimble rights, if everyone's not on the page you need to be on, let me go ahead and fix that. Now you are.
Hooray!
Go ahead and add your initiatives to this. These nimble rights have
Super song that we were using.
Yep.
That's a 1.
Ooh, that's always a fun
initiative.
I have a +10 now, so.
Transition page. All right, what do we got here?
And we are just continuing my rolls from Blood Bowl.
Oh no!
Oh wow, me and Ruma both rolled the same, but I think mine's probably a little higher. So what about there? It's been. And Ruma's bonus. Oh yeah! Wow. Ruma ain't got no dexterity. He's a slow boy.
Everybody in, it looks like.
Hope I not. I guess I can't adjust the size of the token. Okay.
Dr. Watts, what is your dex?
My dex is 16 with a +3 modifier.
All right,
Oh, I
the
can't
nimble
adjust
right has an 18. It will go first then. Azrael, your dex?
My dex is a 20 +5.
Yep, you're gonna go up ahead, above this nimble right, and then I'm assuming if Ruma's was so bad, he will not beat an 8.
It is a 15.
Yeah, he does not beat that. So, all right. So these nimble rights have engaged you now. This one's gonna start us off right down. Come on, right down there.
Wow. All 4 nimble rights are going first. Holy smokes.
Dang.
There's
Nice.
6 of them.
Good.
But
Bad.
Yeah, there's 2
I am
further
about
back
to
in.
get smoked.
Time for the nimble rights to.
you're gonna charge on in
nimble
with a
there,
60
right.
feet of movement, and he is gonna start wailing on you, Sentinel.
Did you say they're pretty nimble, right?
Just a bit.
Well, I'm leaving. This is a
Pretty
great
sure
time
that
for
misses
everybody.
you at a 15 for the first attack.
Okay.
That is going to be a 26.
That'll hit.
This will be half because you're raging. That's going to be 12, so 6 piercing.
I guess I could probably just pull him.
And then once with its dagger for a 27.
That'll hit.
For 10, so 5 piercing. So the first nimble right just charges forward, starts stabby, gets a couple decent hits on you, Sentinel. That'll be his turn. Next one's going to be down here.
Oh, he's very far.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. They can book it. Same as the first. He swings his rapier at you, Sentinel, for a 21.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That'll hit.
That was a bad roll. That's a 7, so 3 damage.
How does it work again?
You're
That'll-
raging already, Sentinel?
I've been raging from last episode.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
He's been
I
raging
always
all week.
angry. I'm always angry. That's
So
okay.
the
Whatever
next
line
2
is.
rolls were way under your AC, so he misses his second rapier attack and dagger.
Okay.
We're going to keep this gravy train going. This one's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Attack Ruma with this like 50,000 AC.
Yeah. We'll see.
Miss, dagger. Wow. 2, 4, and 5 were my rolls, so he will miss all
super
3 of his
not, yeah.
attacks as he just bounces off Ruma's armor. And one more. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He will cut in and attack you 3 times again, Sentinel. Wow, my rolls are bad. That's a 17, which I think misses you.
That does.
Non-natural 20.
That hits.
Another terrible roll. That is 4 damage. That's halved already.
That's easy.
And then the dagger is over that with a 25.
That hits.
And that'll be 12, so 6 damage to you.
And then I think
Second
on that
watch.
last one, I'm going to do my reaction roll.
Go ahead.
There you go.
And you're
Ooh, there you go.
2 or an 8. 2.
Sorry, guys.
Well, yeah, we'll do that one. Okay. So, sapphires start spinning around and go towards Sentinel's chest, and a bolt of lightning will go ahead and we'll go after this one, going after Ruma, and they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
The one going after Ruma, you said?
Yep.
Con saving throw. Ooh, that was a 5. What is this con? It's probably not going to matter. That is an 8.
That does not do it. He is
Let's
going to take
go.
a d6. 1 lightning damage and is blinded.
Ooh,
You did it.
You did it.
Ooh.
he is a blinded nimble
He's
right.
been blinded by the light.
Blind.
Ooh,
Blinded
nice.
by the light.
Anything else there, Sentinel, for that reaction? Or are you good?
That's it.
Yep. you
Back
shoot
to
the
Watts then.
lightning.
You are up then.
Okay, I am going to bonus action drink my haste juice. Vamping me up all the way, doing all my stuff, doubling my movement speed. I'm going to go here. I will use one of my science slots to throw a cool little firework right here, which everything within 10 feet, 5, actually no, I'll throw it here, which will be everybody but Sentinel.
These guys are 15, the further guys.
Okay, well then I'll do it here then. Yeah, I'll do where I originally said.
Yeah. So
So
Sentinel
then
will
just get everybody.
But that's okay.
I'm okay.
You'll survive.
Okay.
He's
All right, what do
raging.
they
Well then, everybody makes a Constitution saving throw, or they will all be.
Oh, raging is
blinded.
not gonna do anything with this.
I know. But
Okay.
I make a Constitution saving throw too.
What number am I trying to beat?
No.
here?
no, just
Your
Let's do
number you're
21.
trying to beat is a 17.
Okay.
23.
This guy
You're good.
failed. This guy failed, and I'm gonna do the other two. The guy below Sentinel passed with a natural 20, and the other guy rolled a 21. So, this guy and this guy both failed with a 7 and 13 or 16 respectively.
Cool. So those guys are blinded. And then I'll do 15, 20, 25, 30, and I will attack this guy with my haste action. And I can't
This one right
cast
here?
a spell.
you
Yeah,
can
the one
cast
to
a
the right of
cantrip.
Sentinel.
Yes.
I can.
Yes.
Oh, well then I'm gonna booming blade him then.
Alright.
Well, actually, no.
Uh,
With your haste action, no.
Yeah, with a haste action, I don't think I
Yeah,
could.
no, sorry, I was thinking of the.
Yeah, so. Yeah, no. So it's 20 to hit,
Yeah, that'll hit.
and we're looking at. Well, that's not particularly great. That's 5 piercing damage, and I'll double check here. I get my sneak attack, correct?
Sentinel is within 5
Yes,
feet, and you
Sentinel
are
is
not at
there.
disadvantage.
Nice. So then that is 12 damage total to Jish Boy. And then I'm gonna go 15.
If I remember, you have a plus 1
30,
dagger,
34.
correct, Jamie?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I thought from last.
And I will go over here.
All right. Is that all
got-
for you?
He's got the magical.
That's everything.
dagger.
Azrael, you're next. Jamie is
All right.
running,
Start my haste.
kind of
Done a
watching
bunch of
drink his potion. Blast a couple guys, kind of see them. They're all dazed and kind of confused. Their systems aren't 100% working right now. And then he went up and kind of gave this one the old 1-2 punch.
We came in and did the
30,
solar
I'm
flare.
going to sprint up I'm going to sprint up past Darby and run a neck beside Ruma and try and take. This is one of the blind nimble rights,
Yes,
right?
which means you will have advantage.
Nice. Scimitar attack is 26. Does that hit?
Yep. Yep.
Cool.
I don't think that would miss to anything that I've created so far.
28 damage.
He takes 28 damage. Still on his feet,
then-
though.
Then I'm going to swing at him a second time.
Still at advantage.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you can see the creature and it
blinded.
cannot see you.
Okay, that's going to be 27 to hit that time.
That'll also hit.
Unless it has like blind sense or something.
It's going to be a 5 more damage.
Takes 5 more damage.
Ooh.
And that was my full movement action, bonus action. You're good.
All right.
This
Got another
last
nimble.
one all the way in the corner.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be doing too much here, but
Got a long way to go.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You can just get up there. All right, Sentinel, here it comes.
Here it comes.
24.
One of those guys is going to be disadvantage.
Wait, what?
One of these guys are at disadvantage because they're blind.
Yes, yeah, the blinded guys.
Yeah, this
guy
is the one
not
that
blind.
was off in the other room.
The distance.
And he
So
went in.
Sentinel's gonna be 5 damage to you, 5 piercing. That's at half already.
Okay.
Next attack, that is a 17. That will miss. And then the final dagger is a 22.
That'll hit.
or bad damage, 3 damage. Already halved. And that will be its turn. So Darby, you will go ahead and go as these guys are now swarming you, specifically Sentinel.
Yeah. I mean that's still a pretty good sphere.
It's the spheriest sphere I've ever sphered.
It's the
I got a bunch
Spherious.
of slots. All right. I will go
2 sphere.
20
Sphere,
feet
not
behind
sphere.
Ruma.
That's the question.
And I will use
That is the
my
sphere.
action. You will throw down a Hunger of Hadar. So the giant liar's dice cup is going to come down again
Okay.
over this area. Let me make it so that it lingers. So everything in there is now encased in complete and total darkness.
Cool.
Now
Now they're even more blind.
Yeah, the whole area is difficult terrain. You can hear a bunch of dice rattling around and people gambling from up to 30 feet away. No light can do anything. Anything in there is blinded, which, I mean, is all of those creatures that are in it. And anything that starts its turn takes 2d6 cold, and anything that ends takes 2d6 acid after making a dex save. And then I will walk.
Is that a
10
dex save on both of those, or just the second one?
Just a second. Anything that starts is just guaranteed taking 2d6. And I will not use any bonus action.
All right. Anything else for you?
That is it. It was movement action, and I am not taking a bonus action.
No. You're stupid.
All right. The guy in front
Sphere
of
thing is in my
Ruma.
way, and I can't see
Yes.
anyone.
Let me do it this way. So that
Thank
the,
you. I
Do be
appreciate-
like
I
that.
appreciate
the
that.
radius is in. Oh, that's 15. Sorry.
Thank you. You're so
it's
kind.
Just here. Yeah, 20 feet is a weird angle to do sometimes. Like, it depends on
There you go.
how I angle the 20 feet. There we go.
That is interesting.
Yeah. But it's
Sentinel,
all still
go ahead.
20 feet.
Okay. So this
Start
guy
punching
isn't
people.
blinded anymore.
Okay. He
Yeah, it's the
is
start
no
of
longer
Sentinel.
blinded.
But everything in the cloud
Systems
is...
have rebooted.
Gosh. And then I'm just gonna shoot him again with a lightning.
Nice.
He can see! He can get
Well,
shot
I
by
rolled-
And then
lightning!
you-
I rolled a 2 that time, so he's
Oh.
blinded again. But go
He's
ahead.
blinded
Yeah.
again.
He
and
can
he's-
see, actually.
I can see.
Yeah, never mind.
Oh, he can
and he's back
see.
to being short-circuiting.
He
Oh,
takes 4
boy.
lightning damage.
He takes 4 lightning damage.
That's like a
Alright,
whole
and
bunch
then
of lightning.
I will
Yeah.
go after
More lightning
this
damage than
guy.
I'd want to take.
That
In
is
the
4 more
middle.
lightning damage I think most people
Okay,
would
go
wanna
ahead.
take.
That is not one of the blinded ones. The heads up.
He's not blinded in this
Yes, the
circle
one on
thing?
the right. The one on the right is blinded.
Everything that is in the circle is blinded.
Oh yes, everything in the
That's
circle. is
Because
blinded.
it's
Thank you.
darkness.
I was
Because
just
it is
thinking
complete
about. I was
darkness.
just thinking about the things that
Yeah, the doctor was
that
blinded.
Jamie had done. So
So I
yes,
don't have to
everything in
do
the circle is
reckless.
blinded. That is
Yes,
correct. So
but the
everyone's
Pontiff
blinded.
Doctor blinded.
The only one that's not blinded is this booming blade boy. Right
Yeah,
here.
it's the one that's above.
Okay, 28 to hit the first time.
Miss. Next attack, please. No, I'm kidding. Roll your damage.
Miss. 28
28
misses.
misses.
We're out of here.
21
And
hits,
then-
but
Yeah,
28
no, I
misses.
believe
They
it.
have a range in between the number, you know.
I
19
randomly
to
roll
hit
their
for the
AC
second
every
time.
turn to see what they
Yeah.
get. They can have a 1 through 50.
That'd actually be really interesting.
That would be an
battle
interesting
encounter.
battle.
Yeah, there would
actually.
be a cool. That does kind of cool. Not obviously not 1 to 50, but like 1 to like
no, 1 to
25 or
100.
something.
Yeah, like that's actually interesting.
Percentile
Anyway,
die.
Yeah, or you just roll the
Percentile die.
roll the d20 and it gets a +5 to its AC.
All right, Nick. What damage did you do to him?
So the second one hit. Does it hit for a 19?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it'll use its reaction to parry it, which will give it a 20. So he will block the second one.
Okay. So he's gonna get hit for 13 damage on the first
He
one.
will take 13 damage.
Nice.
Anything else for you, Sentinel?
That's bonus action. I'm done.
All right. Kentucky Fried Fists of Fury just rain down sweet vengeance upon the nimble rights.
That's right.
He will take 6
Uh,
cold damage. We're starting
He's
in
gonna take 6
the
cold
thing.
damage, and he's super blind, so he's just
So-
gonna kind of
dice
5,
get
10.
chucked at him.
15. I'm debating what to do here because he's blinded, so he can't really go towards you guys.
The area is also
roll a
difficult
d4 and have him
terrain.
go in a direction.
Yeah. For a D8 where there's just 1, 2,
And he's
3,
just gonna bump into the
4,
wall.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Ruma, it's
Yep,
your turn.
there it is.
Ruma, I had to think
How
about
long
that
are?
for a
Do they
second.
have to resave for their blind, Jamie, or no? Are they just blind for X number of turns?
It is. Let me
Look
tell
that
you.
up, I could do
They
it.
are blind until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Okay.
So 4.
Nice.
Ruma. I guess we'll just swing at the one that's on top of him.
Ruma.
Yep.
But she gets advantage in like 3 different ways here, so that's pretty cool.
Triple advantage.
Wow.
All ones.
Natural 1, natural 2. That is
Oh no!
a
No.
12 to hit.
Yeah, definitely no. It super parries that attack.
It's okay. He has got the second attack. It was like the worst I've ever rolled with advantage ever. That's much better. That's a 14 and a natural 20.
Natural 20
There
will
we
definitely
go.
hit at advantage.
Okay, so he
Will he
gets
smite?
the Warhammer's a D8. Ooh, does he smite? What are his smite slots
Does
looking
he?
like?
I don't think he's used any.
Well,
Maybe one.
he has summoned the steed,
Oh, okay. So he's used his spells.
but that is a 4th level slot, and he only gets one of those, so that's just his only slot there. Everything else is unused, it looks like. Why not? He'll use a 1st level.
All right. That'll be
So
double that
that's
D8.
You know, I'm just gonna grab a
Plus he
dice
gets the
roller.
D8 already for just like the improved one or whatever.
Yeah, he gets up with the dice here. So he gets 1d8 for the weapon, 1d8 for the normal radiant, plus level 1 smite should be 2d8. Right? Gotta find it. I believe that is correct though. Smite. Find smite. Spend 1 spell slot for 2d8 radiant. I'm assuming this is not an undead or a fiend.
It is not. It's a
He
construct.
gets 8d8 for the crit.
Hot dog.
Alright, let's go with, that is 8 bludgeoning, which I don't believe his weapon is magical, plus whatever the bonus is. Plus 5, so 13 bludgeoning, and then
Is it a magical weapon?
it is not.
Okay, so it'll be half, so 6.
And then 20 radiant on top.
Ruma just bashes this nimble right into oblivion. Just for thematic effect, it actually goes to the side and crumples to
I was gonna
nothing.
say he does have Crusher, so he will push it into
He'll
the
crush
cloud.
it over there. Perfect. So one of the nimble rights is destroyed.
And that's both of his actions. But
Nice.
He'll
Nice.
step forward with Elk Ogun the second. That's it.
All right. So this one's gonna take 6 damage.
Uh,
Or do you roll for it?
It's every time. 5 damage, 5-fold.
All right, and he is blinded by the light. Not really a whole lot he can do, so he's just gonna swing at disadvantage in front of him at you, Sentinel. Yep, nope, 9 and a 6 ain't gonna do it. Next attack. Oh, that's better. Nope, 7's not gonna do it. And finally the dagger. Nope, 7's not gonna do it. So it just flails around its weapons in the darkness, unable to really do much of anything. Failing to hit anyone. Next one for
It needs a dex save if it's
Oh,
staying in the circle.
Yep, it is staying.
22.
22.
That passes. He's good.
Yeah. Next one. Give me the cold damage.
That is 6 cold damage.
Take 6 cold damage, and he's also gonna flail Sentinel like a little blind boy.
Okay.
That was better. That's a 22.
Ooh, that hits.
That is gonna be 10, 5 damage to you, Sentinel.
All right.
Next attack.
I'm gonna
bud.
take my reaction this time.
Go ahead. Its second attack is a miss with a 3 at disadvantage.
Okay.
Really use this spell more. I don't use it enough.
It's a good spell.
It's so good. I use it so much on Baldur's Gate 3 when Will's in my party, and then I just...
Ooh,
I haven't really used it
okay.
yet.
Oh yeah, no, I do too. I love
It's
Arms
so
of Hate.
good.
That's great.
Yeah, Arms of Hate is great. It's just free
This is-
damage.
Yeah, no, just gonna keep it, and it's darkness.
Yeah, and like
It's like
everyone's
there's
blinded.
so many things you need.
And
Yeah, it's
as
great.
a warlock with the ability to see through darkness, magical and non-magical, I just get advantage on
Mhm.
everything.
It's nice. It's a good spell.
All right, what's your damage, or what are you doing there, Nick?
Okay, so all of these Nimblerites around us,
Including
have to-
this one?
Yes, including
Okay.
the one along the wall, has to take Constitution saving throw.
Yay! It's
All
the
right,
black
starting with the
chicken
left.
tentacles.
14. The next one under you, Sentinel, 7. Bottom right to you, Sentinel, that is 15, and then the far lad is an 11.
So 17 is the save. So it looks
They
like
all
they
fail.
all
They all fail.
They're all taking the
cool.
credit.
Nice, bud.
All right, roll big, please.
Get a big damage roll.
That's okay. 5.
And they all take 5.
Yes,
Yep.
okay.
It's okay.
I'll take okay for what I've been
No, we don't.
rolling.
I mean, 5 out of 10, right?
And then
Alright.
I will
Anything-
take 9
Temp HP.
temp HP.
Nice.
And that is my turn.
Okay,
Or not my turn, but
your
my
reaction.
reaction.
Your reaction. Yeah. So the one sword attack missed with a 3. It's going to go for its dagger at disadvantage. That's going to miss because I rolled a 9. Yeah, I rolled 2 9s. So those will both miss. I'm going to have it step outside and give you an opportunity of attack, Sentinel.
Okay.
Kind of just.
I can't because I don't
yeah,
have
he
my
already-
reaction
he
anymore.
already
His
used his
reaction's
reaction.
gone.
Aha! Well, it gets out for freezies then.
For 10 of its movement.
Oh, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Isn't he blind?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
He is blind.
Yeah, he's blinded from Dr. Watts.
Where's he going?
Hey, what do you know? He
For
goes
me.
There you
this
go.
way and runs into the wall like an idiot.
was
Okay,
the-
the dead one is dead.
That one's not in the
So
circle.
the booming
I'm
blade one,
dead.
the one that's not blinded, will
One that can
go.
actually
isn't
do
booming
its normal
blade.
turn.
This
It's
isn't
gonna
booming
move.
blade.
Jamie,
He's
go ahead
just
and give me its
stabbed.
booming blade damage.
He wasn't booming bladed. I just stabbed him.
Yeah.
Oh, you just stabbed.
Remember, because I
Okay.
couldn't.
Yeah,
I
'cause
can't- I
haste
can't
doesn't
use
allow you
it
to
That's
cast
right.
spells.
for haste
That's
damage.
right. That's right. All right, it's gonna attack Ruma 3 times.
Not Ruma.
That is gonna be a 23.
That actually hits.
Wow, that's terrible.
That is
was
one over.
9 damage.
Yeah, he'll just take that.
Another one, natural 1, so just
Super
completely
misses.
biffs. And the dagger is a 6, so that definitely fails.
Super.
But Ruma took a little bit of damage. Back to you, Dr. Watts.
They're no longer.
All right. Now I'm going to come over here. So I was here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I will booming blade him. Actually, no, I won't. I will regular attack him with my haste action.
Okay,
Save.
That is a 23 to hit,
that'll hit.
Nice.
dealing 5 plus sneak attack damage is a total of 11
Takes
to
11
him.
damage.
Not bad.
That was
Jamie
25,
swoops in and
30,
stabs it.
35, 40. Then I will booming blade with my regular action.
Okay.
So that is I roll with advantage, right? Because he's still blind.
Yes,
till the
he's
end
still
of this
blind
thing.
till the end of your turn, you said.
So yeah, 14 and then 21.
That'll hit. Yep, that'll hit.
Cool. So then he takes 6 piercing damage and then 11 thunder damage.
Okay.
No sneak attacks. I used it
Yeah,
already.
because you already used
Yeah,
it.
you
Yep.
already used it.
Yep, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. All done.
Well, they are no
Awesome.
longer blinded.
They are no longer blind.
Yeah, and they're no longer blinded. Yep.
So now the Nimblerites have finished their reprogram. They've rebooted, but it's Azrael's turn. So
Azrael is going to go 5, 10. He's going to strike this one.
Beat it up.
all right, go ahead. That'll be sneak attack for you.
That's going to be 29 to hit.
I can't do anything about that.
Oh yeah. Big number. Big damage. Hopefully.
36.
Ooh, big
36
damage.
damage.
Huge damage. It is still on its feet, but as you slash down at it, Azrael, it is looking really bad. You just
All
took
right,
a
I'm hitting.
whole chunk of its mechanics out.
28 to hit as well.
Don't even bother
Second
rolling
strike.
damage. It is 1 hit point. You
Ooh.
impale it
Ooh, nice.
with your offhand scimitar. As you pull it out, the nimble right shuts down and collapses.
I will then go 15, 20, and go back to back with Darby.
Let's
All right.
go.
I need that damage roll there, Brendan.
2d6 coming right up. That is 4 cold damage.
Takes 4 cold damage. Cool. All right. This thing's also gonna leave the circle, and it's just gonna go here. Sentinel, you'll get an op. No, you already used your reaction. You don't.
I already used my reaction.
So it is going to go up one more. Not provoke Ruma's opportunity of attack and attack Azrael for killing his buddy.
Oh, damn.
No!
That is a 21.
It definitely hits.
13 points of piercing damage.
Yeesh.
Second attack,
That's a big hit.
also a 21.
That'll hit as well.
Yeesh.
That is 11 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, another big hit.
They get a +8 to their strike, I think it is.
Yo.
Yeah.
6, +6, excuse me.
So they're hitting pretty hard.
And then, its dagger's probably going to miss. That is a 17.
Yeah, that will,
So just-
let me confirm.
Ah.
Yes, that misses. I have an 18, so.
So actually, I was wrong on my numbers. Azrael gained back 4 hit points because I was thinking 8, not 6. So
Okay. I will take 4 back. Thank you.
that is its turn, Darby. Its
Uh,
plus to hit is a +8.
I guess let's just do what Darby does best. Let's throw some cards. Ooh, how do I want to do this? I will throw at the one in the circle. The first card.
Okay, that'll be an advantage because he's blinded still.
He's in
Or
darkness.
is it
he
just
can't-
melee it? Oh,
Oh,
Nick
we
just
lost
died.
Nick.
Nick.
That is strange.
the
It
fi-
is because he cannot see me. I have advantage, and I
Yes,
can see him
perfect.
because I
And Nick
have
is back.
dark sight through magical darkness. If I didn't, it would be straight roll because I'd have disadvantage, but also advantage for him being
Yeah.
unable to see me. That is a 14 plus 10 for 24.
Yep.
He will take 12 force damage, and I will push him 10 feet in a straight line.
Goes 10 feet.
5 more. 10 feet. And I'll throw a second card at him. That is 29 to hit.
Yep.
For 13 force damage.
You'll push him 10 feet
And
again.
I'm pushing him 10 feet further into the circle.
All right.
And then I will throw the third card at the one between Azrael and Ruma.
Okay, this one. Go ahead.
Which is not an advantage. I only get 1d20. For a natural 20.
Yep.
There's all the good rolls I missed from last session. Though damage is kind of lackluster. That is 9 force damage on a crit.
And I'm assuming you're going to push him.
Or no, sorry, 11 because it's 5 and 6.
Okay.
And I will push him 10 feet.
There he goes.
Bonus action. I will hold off because I still don't get my Bardic Inspirations all that often.
Okay.
I'll
Sentinel,
try
to you
save
then
them for a
if you're
little
all
bit.
set, Darby.
I'm good. I will stay where I am.
All right. Doggy.
I am going to...
Jinbei has been wondering who I've been talking to this whole time. Because he doesn't understand computers.
As most dogs don't.
No.
As
None of the
memes will
cool
have you
ones.
known.
True.
Yeah.
All the memes will have you believe.
Yeah.
Do it,
Dogs know their
Sentinel.
computers.
I am going
Start
to
blasting.
take some wax at this. I'm going to start blasting here.
I'm going to start blasting.
Blast with those fiery chicken fists of fury.
20 to hit, non-natural.
Yep.
Nice.
And then 23 to hit.
Yeah, that's 2 hits there. Does Barbarian ever get 3 attacks, or do they stick with 2?
No, they only
Um,
get
I
two.
think
Sure.
it's just two.
Yeah.
Well, Frenzy, Barbarian,
Frenzy
or
does, but
whatever.
they take a
the
level
Yeah,
of
last one-
exhaustion
technically
at
you
the end of
take-
their
Yeah, you
range.
take exhaustion to do
Yeah.
that.
If you want the third attack. I think there are ways to get a third attack with your bonus action through like feats and stuff, but for the most part, you're kind of just stuck for like certain subclasses.
Or if you're
you
like
get
me, you
something.
can never remember exhaustion the whole campaign and just get a third free attack.
And just get 3 attacks
Yeah.
during your entire range every time. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's 35 damage.
Woo! Big hits. But it's
Big
still on its
chicky
feet,
damage.
but not looking very hot either. Because you're hunking through these nimble rights.
Dang, Sentinel, use a bonus action beak attack. Attack at him.
Back at him for a D4.
Do an unarmed
Yeah.
strike as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Anything else for you, Sentinel?
Can I do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
what
think so.
Guardian
It's an
Power
unarmed
is.
strike. That'd be an action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An attack
Unless you have like a
It's not. I don't have
a racial
bonus
feature
action.
that gives you.
Yeah,
They
dude.
can
No,
have,
I did not give him a
Dude.
bonus beak attack for deep.
There's
Yeah, I
should
know
have,
Lizard
though.
Folk gets the bonus
there's
action
Guardian
bite.
Foul feet he can take.
Yeah, foul feet.
Foul feet.
Because now it's a D4 plus 5, so it could
Ooh,
yeah.
it could
be a
do
9.
It
something.
actually could do
Yeah.
some good damage. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Lizard Folk thing.
Well, the nimble right in front of you, Sentinel, is going to go for you. So let's see what happens. It's 3 attacks.
He would.
That is a nat 20. There's the first of the night.
Ooh.
Big oof.
You know, of all the people to take in that 20, Sentinel's the best one.
Sentinel's the best.
It's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair.
Yep.
Because he will just take normal damage,
He's
you know?
also the best when my nat 20 rolls me 2 once.
Oh,
So that is going to be 8, so 4
Dang.
damage to you, Sentinel.
I've done that a couple of times with my sneak attack so far.
yeah.
So
Are you going to switch your thing or no?
What?
Your
Your
rage.
rage.
you use your reaction to switch your rage. You got attack.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I might as well try to find something I can do with
Yeah,
with a bonus action.
get more to do on your turn.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2. All these 7 and a 4.
One day
Cool.
I'll remember that table.
Yep. Okay. So. Ooh, I don't know how this looks now.
Hmm.
Okay.
I also
So
don't know.
around my hands, it's around his like claws are gonna be like ethereal glows around them in the shape of his
Oh.
hands. So it's gonna come out a little bit like Mage Hand, and so that is what we'll see because I don't get an action with it right now. But
Okay. Is this the one
it's
where you
the
can
range.
make the range attack?
Yeah, the-
So it's
Yeah,
like you can
yeah.
Hadouken.
yeah,
It's
yes.
Sentinel just becomes Ryu.
Okay,
That's
I'm
kind
gonna
of
do
cool.
Yeah, because it's force. So
Yeah, it's
all
force,
right.
yeah.
Sentinel
I
Hadoukens
does
now.
a Kamehameha.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
Just
You're
charge up
best.
the Kamehameha.
Oh man.
What else? Well, is that your reaction? You're good there, Sentinel?
Yeah, it doesn't
Alright,
do
let's
anything.
get
The
Keep
30
your
foot,
breath
yeah, you get
beam.
30 foot range and your damage is force damage now.
Be like
Seven-
Godzilla, just emit a breath beam.
Yeah.
17. will
Fire
miss
in
you,
my
Sentinel.
laser.
22 for the final dagger.
That hits.
22. Okay.
Yep.
That's going to be 8, so 4
It
damage.
hits
to Sentinel.
all day.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that hits everyone, including Ruma.
Ruma is next. Speak of the
Uh,
devil.
Ruma will punch the dude right next to him.
He's gonna punch the dude right next to him.
He
With
is.
his hammer. I gotta remember, he gets 2d8 naturally. He's got to improve stuff. What is this, to hit bonus? I don't think he's on a plus 10 like I am. Oh, no, he is actually. Okay, sick. Makes my life easy. That's a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
He will do 10 bludgeoning, so 5 after it not being magical, and 2 radiant. And why not? He'll use
Big
Crusher
hit.
Feet, and he'll push it 5 feet backwards into the circle.
Into the darkness.
Ooh.
And then he'll walk up and he'll swing again.
All right.
Wait, now that he's in the circle, will he not have
He
disadvantage?
has advantage, yeah, on the attack because of he's
Oh.
blinded by the darkness.
He kind of, right now, always has advantage because of the Griffin.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah, I guess.
he has mountain
So this is a
combatant, so
regular
anything
roll.
smaller than large he has advantage against.
So it'd be a regular roll?
He still has an advantage for this. 27.
Yeah.
And that is.
Is he not in the circle himself?
Ruma's not in
Ooh.
the circle, no.
Okay,
Actually,
that's
no.
why, okay.
Well, yeah, he's not fully
He's-
encompassed.
Deleted
From what I
it
can
on
see,
accident, but I
the
can't see it.
circle just barely doesn't graze him. There's like a pixel or two of land.
I have no idea where the
Of
circle's at. I
land.
actually deleted it, so.
Oh, yeah.
I thought
Uh,
about deleting it, but I said no.
I
All that
I
matters
deleted
is
it.
I was-
thinking
I could,
deleted it
like,
for
draw the
everybody,
circle
and
where it is
nobody
now, but-
reacted, and I was like, that was a mistake.
That is 6 bludgeoning, so 3, and
All
then
right, so
6
what's the
radiant,
damage? Yeah, my phone's great. Cool.
so 9 total.
I'm sorry, how much bludgeoning? I heard the 6 radiant.
It's 9 total after the resistance.
It's still on its feet, still looking okay, but now it's lost in the pit of
It's
despair. I
lost
guess you
in the
could say.
void. So he did 5 movements, so he'll go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
And it does not get an opportunity of attack
Yep,
because it
can't
cannot
see it.
see him.
Cannot see you.
And that'll be
Alright, is
Ruma's
that good?
turn. That is Ruma's turn.
All right, give me a thing for this guy because he's stuck in the.
2d6, yeah, 'cause he's way back there.
Yeah.
That is all difficult terrain. That is 7. A common roll on 2d6.
He takes 7. He's not looking very good. All right, well he's blind, so he just goes over there. All right, this one up here is going to attack Ruma. An 18 will miss.
Yep.
Why doesn't he move closer so he could attack Sentinel and Ruma?
Doesn't really make
Because
a
I-
difference.
I don't want him to.
I think we should have him do that.
Dr. Watts has a thing that he wants to do in that space.
And then I can't math. 27.
That hits, yeah.
Just imagine Dr. Watts just telling the Nibblers,
9.
hey, can you?
Can you,
Now
can
you
you
go
move
attack those.
forward a little bit, please? I have a thing that I want to do to you. If you could just
It's like
forward,
that,
5 feet.
the clip from Tim Robinson's show. He's just like,
Oh yeah.
move! I'm trying to do this.
I want to do a thing.
Yeah, so 9,
That's exactly how I
damage
feel.
to Ruma.
Yep.
And Dr. Watts, you are next.
All right. Well, I know that Arthur has taken some hits. So I'm going to go over, first and foremost, I am a doctor. I am going to run over there, use my healer's kit with you.
Yay!
So real quick, just got to remember how to do that 'cause it's been a minute. So you get
That reminds me, I should summon spades.
14 plus D6 plus 4.
So I
So
can get max.
you get 18 HP back.
Woo, holy smokes!
It's a big chunk. That's
Yeah,
almost
18
double.
HP
Thank
back.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Yep. That was my object interaction. Actually, that's an action it takes to do that. So I had my action to do that. I'll do 5, 10, 15. I can't see this thing though, so I can't even know that it's. I don't even know it's there.
Yeah. Because the whole area is
Shoot,
dark.
I really don't have a. And we've decided that I can't. Can I use my healer's kit as my haste interaction? Because it says use object interaction, and that's what the healer's kit
Is it not?
is.
Yeah, I mean, if it's an object interaction and it's like, well, I guess I
But
have to
it's
remember. Because
okay. Let me
object-
see.
Because the healer's kit itself says, as an
It takes an
action, heal
action.
somebody.
As an
Yeah.
action, yeah. So,
So I
but it
think an
doesn't
action
say.
But
and an
don't.
object interaction being, I guess, some, I guess,
Different?
you know, pedantic about
I believe
it. Are different.
object interaction is like specified as like opening doors or drawing
You know what?
weapons.
Here,
and
I'm
stuff like
gonna
that.
make a
Yeah.
DM calling. I don't care. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yay!
There
I
you
get
go.
to still make a thing. So I'm gonna go up here, and I am going to hit the. Oh shit! You know, I'm gonna hit this guy with a frost beam.
Ooh.
As you see, Dr. Jamie Lee Watts pull out a interesting looking device with a trigger on it, and he shoots him.
He's
Okay.
got a frost
And-
gun.
Ooh, that might not hit. That's 17.
Ooh.
It does not. That will miss. It will go wide.
That's unfortunate. Can I use my magical thing to flash a genius? No, ability check. Okay, yeah. So then I'm gonna go back to where I was. Actually, all right. All set.
I bind Darby. Azrael, you're next.
I will go 5, 10, 15, 20. Am I in the circle? I can't see it.
You are not. But if we were going
Okay.
by what Jamie was going with, you can't technically see him because he's in the darkness, unless you can see past magical darkness.
Ooh, I can't see past technical darkness. So actually, I will go 5, 10.
Yeah, which
So I
would-
guess technically
You
none of
could
these guys
attack
could have
it,
been.
but it is a straight roll. Because you can't see it and it can't see you. So you have advantage
25.
and disadvantage.
You know what? I will actually. So I was here. I'm just going to use steady aim, not move, and get advantage on a pistol shot.
On which one?
Nice.
Up or down?
Let's do Ruma.
Okay.
Ruma.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna shout at Ruma and say duck.
Yes.
Ruma ducks.
That's going to be a 20 to hit.
That'll hit. Non-natural
20,
or natural?
21. Excuse me.
21, yep,
Non-natural.
definitely hit.
Okay.
That's your natural 21.
$34 damage. From the
You
White
just
Devil.
shoot its block straight off. The head of the Nimblewright bursts open and it just splatters, and all this oil and greenish-looking electric neon bile just splatters all over the wall.
I will very
wrong.
quite dramatically blow the smoke out of the White Devil and end my turn.
No, I didn't.
All right. So I need that roll of damage for this guy right here.
Yep, 2d6 coming righty up. That is 6 cold.
Take 6 cold. So it's going to just charge its way forward and kind of realize it's now out of the darkness. And going for you, Azrael.
Sure.
Man, I can't read these dice.
You
It's
should be
like, non-natural 20.
Yeah, that certainly hits.
That should be.
It's going to be 8 damage to you.
Okay.
8 piercing. Next attack is 24
Hits, certainly.
for 12 piercing.
Okay.
And then the dagger attack. Wow, I like rolled in weird increments there. That's a 26
Yeah, that hits.
for 7 damage
Yikes.
piercing.
Oh, that
Kinda
healing
just-
you did, Dr. Jamie, is
It is gone.
now gone.
That is its turn.
Well,
Darby, you
I'm
are next.
trying my best.
Let's throw a card at the one that just hit Azrael.
Go ahead.
I don't get 2d20. I only get 1.
This isn't Star Trek Adventure. You don't get 2d20.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
For +5, 7 force damage. Then I will push him 10
Ow.
feet towards Ruma.
Goes away 10 feet.
I will fire the second card at him. That is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
12 force damage, and I will push him into Ruma.
Don't even need to push it because you cut it off at the knees and the
Alright.
robot falls over dead. Or
Nice. Take that, you weird robot.
And then I guess I will come forward like 5 feet, and I will fire the third card at advantage at the one in the darkness.
Go ahead.
That is a 22.
Is it a? Can you see through the darkness? with,
I
like,
can
one of
see
your
through magical
evocations?
darkness.
Okay. 22.
Yes.
That'll hit.
For 10
Kinda-
force damage.
Once again, another cut off at the knees as its
What
entire lower leg explodes. Its face smashes against the hard pavement. Neon green brain matter splatters out onto the
I
floor.
will just step back to where I was. Yeah, I have Witch's Sight, so I can see in magical and non-magical darkness up to like 120 feet or something.
Well, this one Nimblewright's kind of looking around, is just like, well, doesn't look like I'm defending anything very soon.
I mean, we told him that this is Sentinel's house.
Hey, I mean,
Yeah,
they're-
Sentinel did say
Yeah,
that.
we said
they're guarding the
we told him.
system. They are throwing themselves at you. That is what they are designed to do. But anyways, Darby, what's up?
I got nothing else. I will continue to save my bonus action to do nothing with it.
Sentinel, you can just cook this guy if you want.
Yeah.
Start
I'm going-
taking him down.
Butter.
down.
I'm going to take a step back
Does he get an opportunity of attack?
Yeah. He doesn't?
He does. I was
He
gonna
does.
say. Let's
Yeah,
some
go
weird
for
thing
it.
Sentinel wants to use his ring.
natural 20 it.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, well, there you go. That's one way to handle that.
yeah.
All right, that's gonna be 16, so 8 damage to you, Sentinel piercing. But it's back to you, so you can Hadouken this dude.
Okay. That's exactly what I'm doing. Oh,
About to throw the
Shoot.
Shaku Hadouken. You set yourself
So is
to
that
7.
Hadouken, or is it more like a Kamehameha wave? I know I mispronounced that.
Yeah,
completely
there are
on
different.
purpose.
They are different.
No, yeah. I mean, he does get to make 2 attacks, so...
a Hadouken is like with the fist punch, right?
No,
like,
that's the Shoryuken.
Well, Hadouken
Hadouken's
is
the
just a little
fireball.
ball of blue.
It's like a
Is
little
the-
It's a
ball
little
of energy,
fireball.
yeah.
Okay, just a blue ball.
Kamehameha
And-
is a continuous beam.
Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
beam. Which, I mean, you
Spirit
can
bomb.
Hadouken
Or,
and
like
then
in-
charge into
Spirit
a...
bomb.
Spirit bomb.
Spirit bomb.
5 episodes, everyone.
Everyone, give me your
Yeah,
energy!
That should be a thing. Like, charge up this spell for 5. If you can stay concentrated on the spell for
For like 5
5
turns, you get to
turns,
do like
and you
20.
don't move,
Spirit-
you
No,
would
it'd be 5 episodes, and the player literally his turn just has to be I'm concentrating on my spirit. bomb
I'm
for
charging
5
the spirit
full
bomb.
Sessions doesn't do anything.
That's amazing. Actually, I would
It's
I would
kinda
give
neat.
that to someone.
because it gives like a different strategy for players. Like the players would then have to protect
It
that
is now,
player.
It
Yeah,
is
it would be
literally how
interesting.
Dragon Ball fights go, where Goku's just in the background charging the spirit bomb, and everyone else is beating
Would
up
be
the village,
interesting.
trying
Dying.
to keep them away from
Dying,
Goku. Yeah.
getting murdered,
Getting absolutely
even though in that world,
bodied
murder
so that
means you
Goku
get a
can get the
halo on your
spirit
head,
bomb.
and that's about it. You get a cool
Alright, go
head.
on
You
to
get a
know how many
halo.
people
Your
are
attack,
dead in that show?
Throw your Hadoukens.
So it's more like when Sentinel goes to like claw at him, the force comes off almost. What is that?
Spectral.
Yeah.
You
Uh,
could also have it be
chip.
like ethereal feathers you shoot out of your wing or something too.
That'd be cool too.
Kind of like
that would be cool.
Decidueye in
Maybe
Pokemon.
it changes. We'll see. But that's how it is right now. This is the
It
first time
depends
he's
on
done
his
this.
mood, you
so,
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has chaos in him, so
His-
as
His
a barbarian,
chaos
yeah,
control.
wild magic. So okay,
Are you
So, yeah.
Shadow the Hedgehog? Are you chaos controlling this guy
Chaos
right now?
control.
Chaos and control.
Just realizing how many
okay.
different ships
So
have a beam power.
I mean, you know, these guys are the fakers. They are protecting your sanctuary.
25 to hit for the first one,
Yuppers.
and then 13 for the second one.
The 13 will miss.
Bummer.
Man, when's a really fast blue Guardian Fowl gonna show up that
17
we can play?
damage.
17.
So we can call him the faker.
So you just blast it, Sentinel, and it just disintegrates in
Oh,
your
nice.
Yes.
beam of energy. There's no nimble right left. Maybe some mechanical parts that are singed and fried, but it is dead.
Sentinel successfully Hadouken.
The first time. There we
Nice,
go.
we did it.
He did
Did it.
quarter
That
circle
is the
forward and
last.
punch.
And then Sentinel will walk into the darkness.
As soon as Sentinel enters the darkness, I will drop concentration of the spell.
So now Sentinel walks into nothing, just the normal room.
Yeah, and then he just stops confused.
Where's
The
my-
lights turned on.
Before he ends
Alright.
his turn, I'll stop concentration.
I'm just gonna keep Dungeon and Nish from last time.
Okay.
We'll skip Ruma. So yeah, Sentinel, go ahead.
All right.
In
So
this
let's go into
lull,
this room.
I will actually summon spades real quick.
Okay. Sentinel, you've discovered the
available.
central chamber where all of like the Guardian
Nothing
Fowl
doing
statues
that.
were, where their spirits kind of hovered above. There are no spirits any longer in this room, and all of the statues have been destroyed in some way, shape, or form.
So I don't have any sense of Crayfor like anywhere.
All that you sense is desolation.
Interesting. Dang. Died a second time. How terrible.
He
Yeah.
can't stop dying.
And
He loves it.
we should be on the hot dogs.
The order. Sentinel, as you're in this room, you get this kind of existential sense that the order was clinging on kind of this spiritual force, and it wasn't dying essentially, despite its state. And now you have this feeling that this is actually the end.
Wow. Yeah, Sentinel, kind of speechless, is determined to figure out what is going on here and continues southward.
All right. I will just go ahead and reveal all of this because there isn't really anything of that interesting in this big ass dungeon.
A big old hallway.
Yeah, just some hallways.
A hallway.
Oh.
A big old hallway with some robots.
Yeah, there are nimble rights guarding the upper these passages here and this passage here. They do not act aggressive to you in any way, shape, or form.
Yet.
Anybody have any
I think
ideas
we could trust that.
from the last two times we've tried?
You
So we
approached
typed-
them pretty well. You said like we mean no harm to the system, and they were like, "You will die. You're not allowed here."
Yeah, you are not authorized. I mean, do we have
Right,
any?
so it
do we-
didn't work.
We tried telling them we know Nim. They were like, "You do not belong here." We tried telling them it's your house,
you
and
say-
they went, "No, you don't."
why
this
don't
does
you-
not compute.
Tell them that Braska told you to be here.
Okay. So
I mean, like, if we're gonna end up fighting it anyway.
yeah. Okay. So I will from here. So they notice me, like they're seeing me.
Yeah,
at
they
this
see.
point?
Yeah, they see you at this point.
I just say, I'll like walk confidently as if I, because that's what Burn Notice taught me.
That's right.
Is that
Yeah, bird notice.
I-
baby.
And
Great
you should
reference.
always listen to Bird
Great
Notice.
reference.
Let's
And
go.
he taught me how to be a spy. You know that TikTok trend where everybody
Michael
believes they
Weston.
can land a plane? I believe I can be a spy because
There's a
Michael
TikTok
Weston
trend
told
where
me
everyone
so.
believes they can land a plane.
Men in general.
Men in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I talked to my brother about it, and this is getting way off topic, but he has watched YouTube videos on how to land a plane in an emergency.
I have attempted to land a plane in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I die every single time.
Exactly. He played Microsoft Flight Simulator once, and he's like, I could do this.
Yeah, I could do that for real
That
though.
sounds
I
about
mean,
right.
you probably could, considering most planes are just on autopilot for takeoff and land.
That's what
so-
he said. Yep. All right.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll start walking, and then as I'm approaching, I just tell him Braska has sent us here, and we'll be heading in.
It kind of just looks at you, and it goes, "The creator wishes to see you now."
Oh.
Oh. Well, that's good.
I'm glad that these ones are more understanding.
And,
And I say-
they just
I tell him
start
I know
walking-
that.
These guys just start walking into these other hallways.
I knew that already.
So my room
Oh,
is in
okay.
there.
Well,
I'm just trying to
while
be
we're
pretty
walking,
and
am I
really-
allowed to? You're gonna see like Dr. Jamie Watts like take a second because his drink leaves him a little bit like off
Oh, yeah.
after a minute, so he's gonna be like, "Hold up, everybody! I need like
like,
exactly 60
6
seconds."
What's
Yeah,
funny
well,
is
we
the
can
robots
do
don't care. They just walk into this room down here, which was the room
Oh,
that
okay.
Gray 4 led you to, that has the system in it.
Okay.
Okay, and then before I go in, I'm gonna go to Azrael, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, drink this," and I will use one of my science slots to make a potion, one of my fancy schmancy potions, and you get 2d4 plus 4 health back because it's a healing potion, but also
You want me to roll
you
D4
will
or
get
got it?
an. You can do it.
All right, cool. That's
But
gonna
you also get temporary hit points, which I get.
be 2 ones.
Ooh.
So 2 plus
Oh.
4 is 6, and then what else? do I get?
6, and then you get also, well, that's also shitty. You get 7 temporary hit points on top.
Oh,
Hey.
cool. I'll take
That's
that.
overall a pretty okay.
An
deal.
attack from most enemies.
Yeah, so there you
Most of
go.
these number
Why
rights have
not?
done about that much on hit.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys
Oh,
enter
that's
the
all the
room.
stuff I was gonna do.
You guys all
Mhm.
fine and dandy.
Are you feeling good, Sentinel?
Sure.
Don't think we have much of a choice either way.
All right.
Because Ruma can give you some juice if you need it, Sentinel. He's got all of his lay on hands points.
I'm all juiced up.
All right, then. We'll just follow you in.
So the room that you enter is the room containing the system that Crayfor showed you in your first visit to the Guardian Fowl Temple. It looks pretty much unchanged from when you last saw it. There is still a beam of energy in the center. There's still a silhouette of a body in the beam. Unlike the rest of the temple, which has seemingly aged rapidly in the last 3 years, this room is unchanged completely. It looks as pristine and fine as you remember it on your first visit. The only big difference now are the 4 nimble rights and the incredibly large, even though he's a medium-sized creature, larger nimble right that stands at the center of them. It outfitted in these like massive sheets of like metal, almost as if they were just like welded onto him, like armor, makeshift creations to just sort of bulk him up. And in his hands, he holds these 2 kind of buzzsaw-looking blades. And you very quickly recognize, despite the exterior, the new exterior, its head remains the same as what you've seen before. This is Nim, your old friend from the Zafar Inn.
Oh, hey!
It's Nim. Oh, hey, maybe we can find Peck.
Dr. Jamie Lee Watts will be like, Nim, I've been looking for you. Are you I'm glad to see that you're still functioning. Is Peck all right?
It is good to see you. It has been a long time.
Yeah, it's been very long.
Yeah, it's been 3 years. It's like you definitely changed your casings. That's pretty cool.
I have upgraded myself per the system's instructions. The hive mind informed me of your arrival. I am sorry for the trouble it caused. We are simply following programming.
Oh, okay. What programming is this? It's pretty hostile stuff.
To fulfill our original cause. To protect the system. To protect the creator.
Oh, I thought you were originally built by the church to be churchy.
That was Nim's original assumption. My programming was corrupted at the time. Now, it has been restored and my true function restored as well. I am to defend the system.
And you're sure that this isn't a corruption?
I do not believe it to be. This is what is intended. This is Nim's original purpose.
Are you as sure as you were last time?
Yes.
And you don't see how that might be cause for concern?
Nim is fully aware of what this could mean. It means that Nim may become an enemy of my friends. The friends that looked after me. The friends that treated me like more than just Nim. And it makes Nim does not know. But it hurts Nim's programming. And he kind of reaches in to his like metal chest and you see him dig around and he just plucks out a tiny little box and he kind of reaches his hand out and he holds it out to you, Jamie.
No.
I have kept him safe this entire time for you.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, his life is short because he is a small mouse.
Yeah.
But Nim has made sure that he is safe until he saw Jamie again.
Oh, Dr. Jamie Lee Watts is gonna kind of like take the box.
It's so sad, Ethan. Like, you're gonna make me so sad.
He's like, he takes the box and he just kind of like just holds it. He doesn't want to open it. This is his oldest friend when his whole this is really sad. One of the only beings that he truly, without any sort of whatchamacallit, any sort of pretense, loved and cared for, and they were living on the street, and he's just he's just kind of done. He doesn't really say a whole lot.
As you take the box, Jamie, and you kind of are holding it, Nim reaches out and actually takes his massive robot hand that has changed quite a bit, and he places it on your shoulder and says, I have kept him safe because you are my friend. This is my gift to you because you will always be my friend.
Dr. J.B. Lee Watts is gonna kind of like look up, and he's gonna see Nim all like jacked up, and he's gonna say like, Nim, I am not sure if you know what you're doing right now, but I'm gonna tell you this because you're my friend and because I care about your function and your functioning. The programming that you've been given is wrong. It is going to hurt more people than it helps. And we're going to try to stop it. And I don't want that to mean stopping you. Because I do think that you are my friend. So I'm going to say this, and I've said it a million times before, but I really, really mean it. Please don't fight us. Please just let us walk through. I don't want anything to happen to you.
Nim appreciates your words, Jamie. Nim is aware of programming and what it is commanding me to do, what it wishes Nim to accomplish, to defend the system. But Nim also thinks of Elyssia and of you and of our friends, and it is difficult to resist the programming. All Nim wants is for Elyssia to be safe. But for that to happen, the programming must end. So, I will do what I have been programmed to do. And you will do what is right for Elyssia. And you will do what is right by me.
Before we do anything, Nim, before anything happens, Dr. J. Lee is gonna like walk away, like
understandable.
Yeah.
He's gonna say, "Do you have control over your personal functions? Like, can you move your body? Can you turn things on and off?"
Nim is capable of movement and command, but it is within the bylines of the system and my original programming. The part that speaks to you now comes from Nim's heart, which is not bound, but possesses no power.
Okay, so you don't control your body. Well then,
Nim is doing everything in his power to not attack you right now. But it will not last.
Then we don't actually mean the system any harm.
yeah, like
Nim-
we have no intention of.
Is aware. But with the state of Elyssia, a red alert has been set, and Nim's programming dictates all are hostile that enter the system's domain. I believe you, but the other part of me prevents me from stopping it.
Well, fortunately, it sounds like we won't be getting any nachos after this, man.
Nim will miss nachos. Nim will miss the Zafar Inn. Nim will miss the grilled cheese. But Nim will most of all miss you. Kind of brandishes its blades now. I am losing control. So I will ask to ready yourselves or flee.
I don't suppose there's any way you can salvage him, Dr. Watts, is there?
Well, whatever glitch allowed him to be able to think for himself, I don't know if I'd be able to replicate it. There's so much complexity. I'm not that kind of scientist, unfortunately. So this will be what it's gonna be.
All right. The combat will commence then. I'll need initiatives from everyone.
I don't like it.
Oh my god, me
I
and
don't
Ruma,
like it.
we're just rolling samesies on our dice for initiative. But I have a much better dice.
Dr.
roll.
White
Let's want to.
Watts might
To do
lose
this.
like 2 of his friends in this.
I already lost one of mine.
Yeah,
I
he
lost one of
already
my.
lost.
I lost my oldest friend. That's so sad.
Oh, this is
I mean, I kind of
literally
figured that was gonna happen because
He's a
Well, yeah,
mouse.
because he's a rat.
Only
But
thing-
it's been or mouse. It's been 3 years.
yeah,
The
but
only-
still,
He's
you
only
know,
gonna live
you
so
just,
long.
you just
But yeah, it's still like
It's so
you don't
bad.
see your pet for
You
3
tell
years,
yourself-
and the next time
yeah,
you see
you tell
it's in a
yourself it's gonna
box
be
dead.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, this whole time,
You're
like, Jamie's smart enough to know that this was exactly how it was gonna happen, but he was just, you know,
He just didn't
it
want
is
to.
magic
didn't want
and
to
shit.
accept
So
it,
you
yeah.
just start saying random things. But boy, that's so sad.
Oh, God,
Ethan,
man.
I think I got deleted
I think you
from the
got
turn
del-
order.
I think you got deleted from the whole map.
Oh yeah, he's not even on the board.
Sentinel is gone.
He's gone.
You might have to fix yourself, Sentinel, but I'll set you back to
I
your,
saw you. You're right there.
I just put him back.
You
He
see
just,
Sentinel.
he just came back.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Wait, why am I so small?
Your normal
You're
size?
small? Your normal size
Because
on
you're
my
a
screen.
tiny baby.
On my screen.
That's
I might
awesome.
just need to.
Yeah, just
If you wanna
refresh the
run-
page.
Yeah, give
Yeah.
that a try.
Well, it usually works if plenty of things are being a little buggy. Currently just floating over here now. Up on the side.
If you guys want to move yourself more in the room, you're more than welcome to. I don't know what the battle positions kind of are for this one. You all good there, Sentinel?
Yeah.
I mean,
And then I
can
just
move
need
forward.
You can go ahead
yeah.
and give me add your initial.
I'm gonna continue to stay back.
Smart.
'Cause that's what I do. I'm a warlock. I throw 120-foot range spells, and
30 is
Where's my
insane.
old creepy wizard, undead wizard that'll let me turn into a different type of artificer so I can save Nim's life?
There you go.
All in this moment.
turn it to a battle smooth.
Yes.
We freeze time.
Yeah, this is unfortunately beyond. This is not what Dr. Jamie Watts can do.
It's all about the emotion.
I mean, you have been opened up to all
Absolutely.
information of past, future, and present.
No.
So.
Yep, I did,
No
and
dice.
but he can't remember it.
That's true.
That's the problem.
It just
That's-
comes in
Like it's
random bursts while you're
sponges.
asleep.
All
Maybe one
Yeah,
day you'll
but
have a
asleep.
dream about reprogramming Nim into a giant mecha Godzilla killer.
Who knows?
Nim is hostile to you guys now. Azrael, you can begin.
Alrighty. Having
Wish I had resized Bruno.
this situation unfold in front of him, and the only thing Azrael can see in this moment is his last moments with Darian Kipps, and how reminiscent this is of a friend who can't control themselves and having to end them. So he's just going to kind of go cold in the moment, and he's going to do what he did before. He's going to step forward to Nim, and he is going to do what he does.
What he do best?
That's going to be a 26 to hit.
That will hit him.
You're gonna ball the damage.
$45 damage.
Woo! That's a hit.
Big rogue
Nim
slam.
takes 45 damage.
Arthur is going to swing with his second scimitar. That's going
Go ahead.
to be a 25 to hit,
That will hit.
Nice.
and that is going to be 1 damage.
He will take 1 damage.
Hey, that's one less
Um,
HP than he had before.
5, 10, 15. Sit back and wipe the oil off of blades and get ready again.
All right. Before Nim goes, he's going to use one of his 3 legendary actions to, you kind of all of a sudden see his eyes like gloss over blue, and you hear all these like chirping and beeping sounds, and they then immediately begin to come from this one as well. And this one will move 5, 10, 15,
Oh.
20, 25, and attack you, Azrael.
Sure.
Yeah.
That is going to be a 24
Hits.
for 13 piercing.
Okay.
And that was Nim's legendary action.
Dang.
Actually, 1 second, gained advantage on the attack roll for this. So let's see if I roll in that 20. I don't. It was another 17, so same dealio.
Fair.
All right, it is actually Nim's turn now.
Nim's coming in.
Let's see, what can we do here? All right, he is going to step up. Let's see. Nah, he won't do that just yet. He is going to go ahead and attack Ruma, I think. And he's going to make 4 weapon attacks with his blade swords that he has.
All right.
That'll definitely miss at an 18 for the first.
Yep.
That is going to be a 23.
That is 1 over.
He is going to take
What kind of
9,
four is that?
17 points of piercing.
Yeah, that's fine.
What's up?
He's got Stone's Endurance, but he won't use it.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's fine.
he's going to
He'll
do
take
it third time. Wow, another terrible roll. 16 that time.
Yeah, that misses.
And the 4th one. That's better. That is a 28.
Yeah, that hits.
Wow, that was a terrible roll too. 11 piercing this time.
Yeah, he'll take it.
All right, that is. Let me just double check. I believe that's Nim's turn. Okay. Yep. So the Nimble Right's gonna go, the one that just moved, and it's gonna keep its assault on Azrael going.
Ooh.
So here comes 3 attacks, Azrael.
Yep.
Natural 20 for the first.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. That is 17 piercing.
Okay.
Next
I will
attack.
take uncanny dodge on that.
Okay.
Or to reduce that to
Yep.
it would be 9.
Yes.
9. Okay.
Okay.
Non-natural 20 for the second.
Yep, that hits.
That was a terrible roll. That's a 7.
Okay.
And finally, the
misses?
dagger is a.
Wait, 7 was damage.
Yeah, 7 was damage.
Okay.
And then the other one is a 25
Yeah, that hits.
for 8 piercing.
Okay.
So kind of just begins doing its crazy thing. Sentinel.
Alrighty. Sentinel cannot at the moment go after Nim, and so he's going to choose instead to go for the nimble right next to him.
All right.
Is going to rage. Get angry at the sight of an angry Nim, and proceed to take some whacks.
Actually,
First I gotta roll.
Interesting point you make there, Sentinel, because you mentioned angry Nim. His body acts in one way, but there's almost sort of in his like robotic exterior that you described as a face that you can tell just is like does not want to do this, is doing everything in its power to stop this right now.
Yeah.
And failing.
All right, Hadouken time.
Hadouken.
Okay, so I'm gonna just make regular attacks against the guy next to me that are force now. So that is an 18 to hit for the first one.
That will miss because it's going to use its Oh no, it will hit because it has to use its reaction to be commanded by Nim. So that will hit.
Okay, and 24 for the second one.
Definitely hits. Originally, this was the boss music I had for this thing, and then I just made it the whole dungeon music.
That's groovy.
It's pretty good.
39 damage.
Big hits. Yeah, he will take 39 damage. Nice. So Sentinel, you go to hit Nim, but you can't. You look into his robot eyes, and you see something in there, despite it just being like almost like a metal mask. You can sense it. You just go to swing your fist, and then you just turn around and just slug the other one right in the kisser.
It's good.
What else for you, Sentinel?
That will be it for me at the moment.
Right. Before Dr. Watts goes, Nim will use another one of his legendary actions, same one that he used before. He is commanding this one this time, who is going to go 5, 10, and attack you, Sentinel. It's one weapon attack for 25.
Oof.
That hits.
That is going to be 15 damage or 7 to you at half. Then now, Dr. Watts, it's your turn.
Okay, we're starting over again with bonus action, fizzy lifting drink. Just kidding, just the regular haste drink.
He can fly.
Then with my action, with my haste action, use object interaction, I'm going to force feed this potion to Arthur.
Yeah.
It is an alter self. It's an alter self drink that allows you to change your genetic makeup by focusing on something that you want. So you basically can cast alter self on yourself. That's not so much of a problem. That's not so much of why I did it, but you get 2d6 plus my intelligence modifier, temporary hit points.
Sweet.
Someone a potion.
Here, change your appearance. It's for the health.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love that's great.
So you get 13. Yeah, so you get 13. And then you have the alter self spell for I think it's like 10 minutes.
Or whatever. However long it lasts.
Yeah, so it's like
I might have gained.
have fun with that. You could do that when you want to. Yeah, 10 minutes. So you could do that for 10 minutes. And then that was my bonus action, my haste action, and then for my action, I'm gonna go here, and then I'm going to booming blade this nimble right.
Okay, go ahead.
So we're looking at a 28, which I know hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So we'll do 6 plus Ooh, that's great. 6 plus 10, so it's 16 piercing damage with sneak attack and just my regular hit.
Okay.
And then I get 2 d8s of thunder damage, which makes it another 6.
That is enough to short circuit this Nimblewright just for sake of the battlefield. It crumples dead.
Oh.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna go over here.
All right.
Yeah.
That all for you?
That's everything.
All
Everything I
right.
can do.
Second bonus act or legendary action from Nim. This one's getting commanded, and it's going to charge also next to Sentinel and make its one reactionary attack. I keep forgetting to do these at advantage. Wow, I rolled 2 4s, Sentinel, so that is going to be a 12. I think you're fine.
Yes.
But that's okay, because now it's an actual turn, and it's going to attack you normally.
Alrighty.
Natural 1, so its first rapier attack misses.
Okay, try.
Non-natural 20.
It succeeded.
That'll do it.
That'll be 11, so 5 piercing to you, Nick.
Okay.
And finally, the dagger is a big fat 5, so that'll definitely miss when I add everything up. Okay. Next Nimblewright's going to go. It's the one right here next to Ruma. It will attack Ruma. Yep, nope. It's a 19.
Yeah, that misses.
22?
That meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it.
He hasn't had a turn yet to summon his
10.
shield.
10 piercing.
Yeah, he'll take that.
And then the dagger is a natural 1. So the dagger just immediately just bounces off of his armor. That'll be that Nimblewright's turn. Darby.
Oh, man. Is this room in dim light and or darkness?
No, this room is lighter than all of the other areas that you've been in.
Okay, just making sure so I don't summon...
Yeah, I know the flooring's deceiving, but it's very light in this room.
I don't summon a bouncer that can't actually do its special action. So I will instead call forth the power of the bouncer.
All right, bouncer
Where
time.
am I bringing the bouncer? Good question. That is still on circle. You know what? Yeah, I'll just put it right there. I'll just slap the bouncer down right behind Nim.
Just slap him down.
Yeah,
Wow.
slap
Give him
him
a good
down.
old slap.
No, just
It
put
Whip
says
it
50
out.
HP. I don't know if you need to update that.
I probably
Even white
will,
boys
but
watch
I'll
the show.
I'll do it between round. Also, Spades is not on the count.
Spades is not on the count. Now he is.
I just
Give him a
remembered.
roll.
Wow, he rolled really well. What's his bonus? I think it's a +2. Yes. So he got a 21.
All right, I'll move him. Go ahead and let Spades do
So
something.
he can't
real
really
quick
do
before-
much other than the help action on his turn, so he'll just give me the help action, I guess.
Okay.
That way, because it's not going to change anything I'm doing on my turn either.
Yeah.
So that's my action. A bonus action. I will turn to Dr. Watts. I will take off my hat and I will pull out a rabbit and go ta-da, and then put it back in and put the hat back on, and you can have a bardic inspiration.
Yes! I love it.
As a note for you specifically, Dr. Watts, since you can heal with spells, you can also use the die to increase the hit point or damage dealt with a spell.
Ooh, okay, that's pretty cool.
On top
I
of
will
just
do
using
that.
it normally to gain stuff. And I believe my bardic is a d6 currently, yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you can add an extra d6 to any healing spell or damage spell you do, or you can use it for your to-hit bonus, or any other normal bardic inspiration stuff.
Well, that's pretty nice. Unfortunately, I don't do spells, so I don't know if I'd be
That's
able
true.
to use
You
it.
can,
but if
you
I can use it for
on
my
your
science slots-
sciences, yes. You can
Oh, sweet.
science
Well,
up
then, yeah,
a
I'll
little
use
bit
it.
more. Yeah, my magic trick has made you a little bit more inspired in your scientific endeavors. I'm going to back up 15 feet, and I will tell the
man,
bouncer
that's funny.
that unfortunately Nim is no longer working with us, and it is time to kick him out of the venue. Because I don't want to be the
I
one
don't
to
like
hit him.
this. I don't like this.
And
by the
that'll
way.
be it
I'm just
for
letting
me.
everybody know. I'm
So
not
the
happy about it.
bouncer will do the bouncer things, and the bouncer. Oh, I guess first off, it's not evens. I can never remember. Where is it? It's up at the top here. If even, it is chaos bouncer. Assuming that can still suck.
Yeah, there's no light restrictions from.
Okay. Then it does get the extra D4 to hit. Or on damage. And it's gonna be the movement speed reduction one.
Okay.
The one that it always is. The big burly bouncer with the D kips emblazoned on the back of his jacket.
Okay.
And he will start swinging at Nim.
Go ahead.
I gotta mark that I'm concentrating. His bonus is my spell attack, which is a +10. So that is a 21.
I'm gonna have it use its reaction to parry the attack.
Okay. He will still get his second swing. Actually, I only ever get 2. That's a bigger number at 27.
That'll hit.
Max on the extra D4, which is nice. And then math. 3 plus level is 5, so 8. Plus 4 is 12. Plus 7 is 19 cold damage on the second punch.
He'll take 19 cold. Burr.
And then anything within 5 feet of him loses 20 feet of movement.
Okay.
And that'll be the bouncer's turn, and I will start updating his stats after I figure out what they're supposed to be.
Okay.
It gives me
Before Ruma
math.
goes, Nim will use his final legendary action. He's going to just make an attack. And he's going to make an attack on Ruma.
Okay.
That is 25.
25 does hit.
Ooh.
Each above 30. Oh, yeah, no, it's.
17 points of piercing.
Woo, he will Stone's Endurance.
Yeah.
I believe it's
Stone
D12
Endurance.
plus con mod, but double checking. Well, I know it's D12 plus 3. The one time he gets that. Ooh, max! He reduces it by 15.
Hell yeah.
Which, how much was it again?
Nice.
Nice.
A 17, so he only takes 2.
2 damage.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good hit to reduce. And it is his turn.
It is his turn.
I will fix the bouncer after Ruba's turn.
Ruma doesn't know Nim like we do, so I think he could
That's
probably just wail on him.
True.
That's true.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. So
There's
it is a little different.
There's a lot of decisions to be made with his spells. He could haste himself. He could just give himself the AC. Oof. We'll start with the easy one. I think it's a second level. Where is it? He will bonus action give himself the extra AC.
Yeah.
If I can find where it is.
It's like a +2, I think.
I believe so.
Fat
Whoops.
24.
I'll find it in between. Shield of Faith. It's a first level spell. Okay, so he'll use 1 first level slot, give himself a +2 to AC, so he's at 24 for that. So I don't remember, so I don't forget. I'll put it here, and I'll give him the shield, and then he will start swinging.
Put it here,
Alright.
brother.
And honestly, yeah, he don't know Nim like we know Nim. So
Go ahead.
we'll start swinging at Nim. Find my D8. Both of them. That is, oh wow, that's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
4. 2 plus 5 is 7 bludgeoning.
It'll be halved.
And then
3.
1 radiant.
1 radiant. All right.
Oh yeah, what size is Nim?
No, medium.
Okay. And then Ruma will swing again. Ooh, that's a 29. Ooh, max
That'll also-
damage.
There
Let's
you go.
see it.
Nice.
Ooh, does he want to smite though? What kind of spell slots he got? He does have 3rd level smite slots. He'll wait. He'll just do this one big max damage hit. So 8 plus 5 is 13. So 7 or 8 depending on rounding for the bludgeoning, and then 8
7.
radiant.
All right, and he takes 8 radiant.
And Ruma will stand his ground.
All right. Okay? So that'll be
That's bonus action,
Nimble-
and he's not moving.
Yep, Nimble Right's gonna go. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 25, that's where I meant to put him.
25,
30,
50, Mr. Allen.
35, 40, get your op.
I use my reaction.
You used your reaction, so she's
Uncanny
gonna
dodge.
barrel forward to you, Darby.
Okay.
That is going to be 17.
Meets it, beats it. Like a concentration check.
That is 7 piercing on the first.
Yep. I'm good on concentration.
Yup.
Next attack.
And we'll take it. I won't use my reaction yet.
That is going to be a 24.
Oh yeah, that super hits.
That is going to be 14 damage.
Ooh. Oh, and Bouncer dissipates. Don't even need to fix
Ooh.
him. He's just gone. I will stay where I am.
Okay, and finally the dagger attack
Yep.
for 21.
Oh yeah, that hits.
That's 8 piercing.
Yep. And I don't gotta make a check, 'cause I'm not concentrating. Alright. Ow.
All right, that is its turn. Azrael.
All right, Azrael is going to use the potion that he ingested to alter self, and now I look completely like the silhouette of the person in the system. I am floating in the air and look like the.
It's just like, I don't care.
That's
Oh,
right.
dang.
It's clever.
Doesn't.
Clever idea, but due to their interconnectivity with everything and their like hive mind like state,
Sure.
Yeah.
they're very aware you are not that person.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I give you props for the attempt, though.
Okay. No worries. I will fly over to them in my best slice at them with my hands, which are actually my.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly over here, and I'm gonna attack the Nimble Right because he's controlling them, and they seem to bother us.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So that's gonna be a. Oh, that's a natural 20. I'll take that on the
Yeah.
attack hit.
That'll hit.
Oh yeah, that's a big
With
sneak
my
attack coming through.
That's
I'm
gonna
say
hurt.
system error. There we go.
System error, you will be purged. It's all the mana.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine.
That'll be 79 damage.
Azrael, you
Yeah.
completely obliterate it in
Yeah.
one shot. From 60 to 0,
Oh yeah.
you take one big slash and it just cuts the Nimble Right straight.
So
into
you guys
its
just see this
balls.
floating like body just come up and slice with its hand, and this Nimble Right just explodes from the inside.
Very anime moment, I guess.
Oh,
And then I will just I will move and hover menacingly over Nim.
That means it's Nim's turn. Sentinel, Azrael, and Ruma, I need a dexterity save from all of you.
oh yeah, alright. Ruma. Assuming he doesn't have advantage. You guys should all also get +4 to your save because you're within 10 feet of Ruma.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. What's
13.
15 plus 18.
Oh, you're.
Oh, jeez.
Don't you save? Don't even worry about it.
It's a
33.
deck save.
Yes.
25.
Okay. Sentinel.
13.
Sentinel's the only one that fails. He'll take the full brunt of the damage. Azrael, due to his ability, will take nothing. This will be 6d8 of damage,
Ooh.
Oh.
and it's force damage as a heads up.
Ooh,
The
that's
system
gonna
just
suck for
dodges
you,
it.
Sentinel.
Yep.
You're not resistant to that, unfortunately.
I'm not resistant to anything.
You're
Other
resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Yeah.
Both magical
But
and non.
none of these
All right.
checks.
That is going to be 33 points of force damage. Half would be 15 to Ruma and nothing to Asriel.
I don't know why I keep trying to click on Ruma's health bar in D&D Beyond. Like I can actually edit that. Force of habit. Well, Ruma's got to make a concentration check too.
Yeah, that's a big hit.
Yeah, he is still beating 10 though. It's 15. It's not that much. Ooh, he just barely saves it. Actually, no, not just barely. I forgot he gets a modifier too. He's fine.
All right. He is good. That will be Nim's turn to attack. Is there anything else that I can have him do real quick? I don't think so, without just getting bodied here. So he's going to stand his ground and bring it up to Spades.
Spades, who cannot attack this turn because I did not use my bonus action for that. I use it for Bardic Inspiration. But Spades will flutter over, sprinkle some magic pixie dust on Ruma and make Ruma feel a little bit luckier and give him the help action.
Yeah.
And then Spades will hover over into the corner and try to be safe.
Okay. That's his turn.
That is Spades' turn.
All right, before Sentinel you go, Nim's going to take the first now of his 3 legendaries that he's reset. He quickly scans kind of everyone on the battlefield, determining highest threat damage output, and he determines it to be you, Asriel, since you just one-shot one of his guys. So he's going to make an attack against you.
And I will say, do not attack the system.
29 to hit you.
Oh!
That hits.
Ouch.
That is 17 piercing.
Except I believe that's what my temporary hit points were, so those are now gone.
All right,
Cool.
Sentinel, you're up.
Nope. I'll take it.
Okay.
Block the hit.
I'm going to take 2 hits on this nimble right.
Go ahead.
$24 for the first one,
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
and non-natural 20.
Yep,
Ooh.
both will hit, because I can
Nice.
parry, but it'd only bring me up to 20, so. Big damage time.
37 damage.
Whoo, big hits. 37 it takes.
Nice.
I just have the punchy thing. I should have rolled the last time, but I didn't. So, that is it.
I know you take a couple good clacks at the other nimble right, leaving it up to Dr. Watts now. Done a
All
pretty
right,
good job clearing
Dr.
out the field here. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh no, you're good.
Do not forget you have an inspiration.
Doctor first. I do. We're gonna go over to Darby. We're gonna use my haste action object interaction to heal you
I
with
am
the healer
within
stick.
100 feet of Spade, so I by default will get max roll.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sweet. Well,
So
then that
whatever your
is
max
10
heal is on that, I get it.
so that's 10 plus 14 is 24 healing back to you.
Oh, that's big. Thank you.
And you know what? Yeah, 24 healing back to you. And this doesn't count because it's not a spell.
Yes, it's
So I don't get
specifically on
extra stuff.
spells for the inspiration.
Mm-hmm. And my restorative
Yeah, your
agents also don't
science
work
is-
that way. Yeah, my sciences. All right. Okay, so that's object
Well, you
interaction
can use it
1.
on damage as well for a
5,
science.
10, 15, 20, 25, plus the 10 to get over to you. So it's 35. I'm going to do the same thing to Sentinel with my personal object interaction, but I have to roll for this one.
Yes. Yeah. Only I
Which
get the benefit of
is-
Spade, unfortunately.
20.
Nice.
So you get 20.
Sentinel could use
Back
that
to
after
you.
that big
Yeah,
blade
that
hit.
big hit. Yeah,
I
Yeah.
absolutely.
yeah.
Which when I
And
did
then
that
I
attack, finish your turn first, Jamie, and then I'll say what I was going to say.
Yeah, and then I'm going to use my science slot with my action to do... Actually, no. I'm going to use my action to use one of my spell slots bloop. I'm gonna turn in my sign slots into one of my elixirs. I am going to make the elixir the one that gives you like a bless in a bottle, essentially.
Yep.
You get a D4 to all your attack rolls, and then you also get 2d6 plus 4 temporary hit points. You get 7 temporary hit points alongside of that. Bless in the bottle.
Right.
So you already have it because I used my action to make it and my bonus action to give it to you. And then I am going to go 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
Dr. Watts
That's
is
it.
fully in the scene.
Lots. Pieces. All set?
Yep, that's it. That's everything
Alright.
for me.
What I was gonna say is, did I actually describe when I did that giant attack against all three of them, or did I just spit numbers out like a
I think it
dog?
was just.
You just
spitting
said
numbers out.
force.
Yeah, force.
You just
said
damage,
force.
and
You didn't
it
say
was
what
like-
actually
He literally takes like his blades, and from his back you see 2 other arms come out with 2 more blades, and it just
man.
swings in a circle and hits all you guys
Oh.
like Fury of
Oh,
Blade
dang.
kind of style. And then once he's done, the other 2 arms return. But
Very
anyways,
cool.
this Nimble Right's gonna go and
Oh, that sounds great. Once I get-
ooh, what do I want to do here? I'm gonna have it attack Bruma, I guess.
Not Haruma.
Yep, that's a miss.
Naturuma.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That is going to be a 22, but I still think that misses with his
That
shield of
misses
faith.
because of shield of phase.
Yep.
He's got
And then
24.
dagger attack is I rolled an 8, so he missed all his attack. Ruma just blocks them all.
Haruma,
But-
thank him.
Before you go, Darby, I'm going to have Nim use his second legendary action. He's going to command this one up here and make an attack against you.
Yep.
That is a 24
That hits.
for 11 piercing.
And I will use that opportunity. Without a dog.
Oh yeah, you can
I will
oof out of there.
teleport. Oh, and I can go up to 60 feet, but I don't know how far back. I'll go all the way to the back of the room, turn invisible, and then I am immediately visible again because it's the start of my turn.
Yep.
But I've used my Misty Escape. Should still be well within range. Yeah, it's still well within range to do stuff. Let's. What other spells do I have? Oh, I didn't actually click cast. Okay, I'm down to 1 warlock slot. No. Oh, there's a bunch of other spells that I've picked up now too that I can use in my warlock slots from Bard. I don't remember what everything I have now is. Let's... Nope, can't, that's okay.
I feel like you'd rave to this song. Just have like all these
Oh, yeah.
flashing strobe lights in the
Oh, yeah.
floors.
Yeah,
sure.
why not? All reliable. Darby will throw the bouncer out one more time. Same one as last
Ooh.
one. I'll fix him up in a minute if I even need to. That's action. Bonus action. What's another magic trick? I've already done Is This Your Card and pulling a rabbit out of a hat. What else can I do?
You can do the endless like rope.
Oh yeah, I'll
Saw a woman in half.
so, I'll pull Dr. Watts aside and start sawing him in
Yes.
and I'll go, ooh, Sentinel, look out! Dr. Watts is gonna be in 2 soon! And I'll give Sentinel a bardic inspiration.
Yes.
That's so cool.
You've been inspired by the cool sawing action.
Yeah. And then that's it for Darby. I'll stand where I am. And then the bouncer, who is also chaos again, will swing at this nimble.
All right.
And it's the same one as before, the movement 2 reduction one.
Yep.
That is a 16 to hit.
That it blocks the attack.
Well, he gets the second punch at least. Even worse at a 12.
Second attack. The bouncer's just hands are full.
He's trying.
No diamond hands today.
No diamond hands.
I gotta figure his HP.
Anything else for
To
the
the
bouncer?
moon.
That is it for the bouncer.
All right.
Tendies to the moon.
Before Ruma takes his turn, Nim will use his final legendary action to make one attack against Ruma.
Not Ruma.
That is going to be 30.
Yeah, that's...
No, it doesn't.
Actually, yeah, with armor.
18 piercing.
Okay. Ow. Concentration. Oh. I don't know why I rolled that with advantage. He does not
This
have
rumor would have said,
advantage, but,
ouch.
it doesn't matter. Both of the dice succeed on it.
Okay.
It was 18.
All right, he holds true and he makes Ruma's turn officially.
Yeah, and Ruma's got some third level smite slots he can use. He'll start swinging at Nim again, or continue to swing at Nim.
Okay.
D8s. He does D8 damage. That is 14.
14 on Nim.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knocks the hammer away with his bladed sword.
That's much better in the second swing. That is a natural 20. It is dice roller time.
That's dice roller time.
Because he is
Dice
taking
roller.
a third level smite on that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he gets...
Just remember, his bludgeoning will be halved.
Yes. So he's gonna get... You know what? Let's roll them separately. Roll me 2d8. I guess I could have rolled myself. That's fine. 8 plus 5 is 13 bludgeoning, so 7
6.
or 6, however you want to round it.
Always round down.
And then, oh jeez, third level smite, so he gets what, 5d8? I believe that it starts at 2, and then he gets 1 additional for every slot above, so that should be 5d8, so 10 plus the additional 1, so he gets 12d8 in this. That is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Roll them up.
5 damage.
54 radiant damage.
It's gonna take 54 radiant. Nim just got blasted hard.
He still had oh yeah. And then that is gone. And that is it for Ruma. He will continue to stand his ground.
Big hits for Ruma.
Big
All right,
third level.
This nimble right up by the bouncer is gonna go, and it's just gonna go 5. Get your op for the bouncer.
Alright, bouncer, don't suck.
You gonna roll a 12 again?
No, actually I'll roll a
Yeah.
natural 20 again.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Golly!
Let's go!
Get over here.
So I mean, he rolled very bad on the damage. 5 on
As
the
he
first
does.
roll, 13 on the second, for 18 plus 8. I want to say it is, I believe, right? Because he gets 3 plus spell
18
level.
plus
Yes.
8?
18 plus
So
8, which
26.
is 26 cold damage.
Takes 26 cold. He's still functioning
Yeah,
though.
and though these things are very fast, he does lose 20 feet of it, or 10 feet of
Yeah.
it.
So that would have
Whatever it
been
20 feet?
5, 10, 15.
Let me
He has
double check.
60 feet, so he
Yeah,
easily gets
I
there.
assume he can get to me. Yeah, it's 20
So he's gonna divide these up. We're gonna do attack against Darby and attack against Jamie, and then I'll randomly decide for the knife
and
attack.
I am concentrated.
Nat 1 on you, Darby.
Let's go!
It just completely stumbles after getting punched in the back by the bouncer. And on Jamie, that is 21.
Ooh.
Oh.
You know, it's,
Alright.
it's him getting
Yeah,
sawed in half, you know? That's what really
It's
did it
him
to him.
getting sawed in half. That is
I'm
going
getting
to
out of
be
your apparatus.
Getting out of the box.
13 piercing.
Yeesh. All right.
that's
Okay.
pretty
Cool.
And
Cool.
then
Cool.
evens
Cool.
or
Cool.
odds for you guys on the D4. Who wants evens, who wants odds?
Even.
Then I guess I'm taking odds.
That's you, Brendan. You get hit
Let's go!
for 24.
Oh yeah, that hits.
That is 8 piercing to you.
And I gotta make a concentration check with advantage. Hopefully the bouncer's still. Nope.
The bouncer goes away again.
Yep, didn't even fix his HP. I failed it by 1.
Oh.
Bummer.
With
That's
advantage. I rolled
so
a 4 and a
annoying.
7. That's so
All right.
unfortunate.
The Nimble Right's turn
No,
is done.
that's
Asriel.
all my Warlock slots too, so I'm down to just my first
top
level
of the
bards.
Let's go with the other Nimble. So we're gonna go 5. I'm attacking this other Nimble right.
Go
I
ahead.
Clean up the
believe I can
chaff.
cast my Warlock
As the
spells
system.
that are first
Oh,
level.
jeez, rolling it off the table. Hold on.
I don't know if I actually have any first level Warlock spells anymore. I think I'm gonna swap them all out at this point.
Dang.
Well, with Warlock, you don't really have first levels. They just increase in level.
Wait,
every
but
time.
because
Believe me, if
the
I told
Warlock
you I rolled a
slots
natural 20 on the
increase,
ground,
but
I think I see what you're saying.
Every level you get to choose your spells.
Yeah,
So if
yeah,
you don't take any.
so if I had first level
Gotcha.
spells, I can still use those in my bard slots, but I don't have.
Gotcha.
I don't have any first level Warlock spells.
it rolled under the couch, but it was worth it because that's another nat 20.
Oh shit!
Let's
Wow.
kill all of them.
Yeah, let's get them out of here.
The system's just gonna take control, boys.
Can't wait to give Azrael another hot dog on the count. After he one
I-
shots this.
I- you probably don't
Well,
even need to roll for it.
35 times 2 is 70, so
Oh,
Yep,
geez.
it's dead.
Oh, yeah.
You just blast it to oblivion.
right, the system takes no prisoners. And then I'm gonna do my follow-up attack on Nim.
Go ahead.
That's
Oh.
27 hit,
That'll hit.
Ooh.
I can't even have him parry it.
and that's a 6.
He takes 6
Ooh,
damage.
max damage.
Okay.
Azrael's-
Feeling hot,
yeah,
boys.
Azrael- yeah, we're starting to roll real good now. And now here's where we all start rolling that one.
Anything else for you, Azrael?
That is action, bonus action. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stay on.
All right,
the
Nim's
backside.
gonna take his 4 attacks, and he's gonna start with you, Azrael.
Yep.
Oh, Azrael's turn.
That is 31
Yeah, that'll
Oh,
certainly
wow.
hit.
Oh yeah.
for 16.
Okay.
The second. Ooh, that was not nearly as good. That is a well, that's I guess still a 21
Yeah, that hits.
for 18.
Okay. I will uncanny dodge that one.
Okay,
Make it 9.
he's just
Yeah.
gonna keep going.
Yeah.
One more.
Non-natural 20.
Ooh,
Yeah, that hits.
getting clobbered over
11,
here.
20 damage this time.
Oof.
Yeesh.
And the final one is 22
That hits.
Yep.
for 22, ironically.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I am. The system looks bad.
The system.
Oh,
was
no.
bad.
The system.
That-
is bad.
That
The
is all
system
Nim
is
can
bad.
do on his turn. Is he just kind of hacks Azrael up there, and we'll go to Darby's familiar.
Spades will
Spades.
flutter over and sprinkle some magic dust on Sentinel,
And he gave a big old kiss on Sentinel's forehead.
and Sentinel feels a little bit extra lucky, and he's been given the help action, so you have advantage.
I
on
thought it was
your
gonna be
attack.
rumor because you give a big old kiss on his big bald head.
And Spades will continue to sit in the corner because I believe that is 100 feet with yeah, that's well within 100 feet of him.
Sentinel.
You've got inspiration and advantage on your first attack. You can use the inspiration anytime within 10 minutes, but
And you also get a D4.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
like
yeah,
I'm blessed.
yeah.
I'm
You're
inspired.
blessed with advantage and an inspiration. You've got a lot
Yeah.
going on.
Stacked.
And
Right
it technically would
Oh.
have flanking if we played with a flanking rule.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Which is
now. Too
literally
much for me
just
to keep track
advantage.
of.
But
Yeah.
that's why I prefer alternative flanking, where it's just a +2. Because
You're a +2.
giving everyone pack tactics is kind of not okay. Because that's all it is. It's just everyone
Yeah.
gets pack tactics.
I've seen it played where every advantage you get outside of the initial advantage is a +2.
Okay.
So if you're blinded, someone is like in front of you, you did another thing. It just goes advantage +2, +2, +2, +2.
Okay.
That's kind of a cool
That's
idea, too.
interesting.
That way you're not wasting your like 5 advantages.
It's encouraging teamwork and like
Yeah.
play like that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
creature's blinded, knocked prone. You did steady aim.
Yeah.
Here's +4.
All right, Sentinel, what you doing for me?
With your like 6.
All right, that is a nat 20.
Woo! Wow, just beat me up here.
Gonna punch our friend.
We'll try to salvage him after.
And a 28.
That both will hit.
Is this what I want to do? What? No, this isn't what I want to do. This is what Sentinel's not going to do this in this moment. Sentinel's going to grapple Nim.
Okay. That is going to be a contested strength, I believe.
Athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Which I believe inspiration should count for that too, because it's an ability check.
Okay.
And bless, I think, does too. If you want to use the inspiration.
It's not technically bless, so you can just use it for this. Yeah. It just does very similar things.
Okay.
It's a
so I mean, I don't think I'm gonna need it, but
I mean, you can use the inspiration after you get your die roll, but before knowing.
What did you get?
So 29.
You only got a 19, so you beat him.
Woo! You have grappled Nim.
So he is grappled right now.
You still have one of them.
So I'm just going to we should just do what we need to do with the system. And if I can just hold on to Nim here, then we can get out of here.
Interesting.
And Nim's not going to follow us. His order is to protect this place. So
yeah, no, that's smart.
Unfortunately, I'm the one with
Darby
the item.
Has the crystalline triangle or pyramid.
I mean, I can Misty Step if I'm not.
So
down.
so Sentinel, is that your turn?
Yeah. I'm going to forego anything else and just hold on to Nim.
So grapple is a disadvantage on the attacks?
I'm
trying to think of how it works.
If you're
grappled rules are weird.
Yeah, I hate grapple.
Speed, so grappled. Speed becomes 0 and can't benefit from any bonuses to speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated.
It also ends if an effect removes them from reach of each other.
So it's literally just their speed becomes 0.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Nim
cannot move.
Yep, so Nim will take his opportunity of attacking you. Will try to hit you, Sentinel. Just kind of takes his,
his
legendary action's what I mean. Yeah, not opportunity attack. It was a misspeak.
Yeah, go for it.
That is a... I can't math. 18?
That does not hit.
All right, you held him. He's kind of stabbed behind him, but you're picking your chicken arm up, Sentinel, and holding him. Dr. Watts, it's you.
All right, I'm gonna say, Darby, give me the crystalline thing.
I will just toss it over to him.
All right.
You're way faster than I am, so by all means.
All right, action.
I don't really know what to do in there.
Creating action. I'm creating a potion. I'm going to drink that potion, and it gives me plus 10 to speed.
Okay.
I'm still hasted, which would give me 20 to speed. So that is, I have 100 feet of movement, and then I am going to use. I could drink something as an action, right? Not just a bonus action.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, so then I'll use my action to turn a spell, drink it as my haste action, and then for my bonus action, you are going to see flames roar up from my shoes in the shape of dragon wings behind me, giving me 40 extra movement. And I am going to.
It is 75 feet away from you.
I don't know what I need to do.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna fly past that guy. He's gonna take some damage from just me going by him.
Okay.
He's gonna take D6 fire plus my D4, or not plus D4, plus just 4 because of my. My bonus. So
and you
that
use your inspiration for the damage.
Does it give
I will.
Because it is a spell.
It doesn't.
I don't think it does because he's doing a spell. My question is, how does the range? Will Darby get hit by this as well?
Darby will also get hit by this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would actually,
because the spell itself is just movement, so he can still get the opportunity attack.
No, actually.
Oh
you
no,
don't.
yeah, because your
With
spell specifically
the
specifies that you
Astral
cannot.
strides.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
you
get
don't
you
take-
don't
yep, yep,
provoke opportunity attacks.
Nice.
So he takes 5 fire damage, and so does Darby, I
Darby.
guess.
Yep, that's fine.
And
I'm not
then I'm
concentrating
gonna
on any of
go
you guys right now, so.
all the way over here, and I don't have any other things I can do because I used all my actions to get this far. But
I would say
I will
interacting with this thing, I'd count as like a free object interaction kind of thing.
oh,
At
sweet.
this moment in time.
Oh yeah,
It's
and I
a
do
very-
have my object interaction.
It's a very complicated control panel, but as you kind of examine it, Jamie, you know, working with the machine stuff, you kind of get an idea of where this thing needs to go, and you can slam it in there if you want.
I will slam it in there. Like that's how I do it.
You slam it in there. The pyramid, you shove it in there, and these little like tendrils almost like come out, and they grab onto it. They bring it down. The console seals itself. All of the lights begin to dim in the room, except for on this center like pillar, and all of that like energy and force just begins to kind of dissipate away. Nim goes completely still,
Like inert.
inert. It just collapses in Sentinel's
Oh.
arms.
You hugged him to death, Sentinel.
Yeah.
For-
Give him a
as
big old
the-
bear hug.
As the force of energy dissipates, the small figure of a young girl drops kind of to the ground of this centralized pillar. She looks to be a child, about 8 roughly, and incredibly light blonde hair, wearing this sort of like dark blue and black like vest pant thing. I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of otherworldly is what I'm gonna say. It's not typical dress you would see in Elyssia. Dr. Watts, you might recognize it as being something from the flashes of imagery that you've seen before, possibly of other worlds. But she sort of steps down and's kind of like monitoring the, you know, the area and sees what's going on. See that you're fighting Nim, and she speaks and says, "I have deactivated him. He will be of no threat to you anymore."
What about the one out here? Can you turn
yeah,
that
this
off?
one also. Yeah, yes. This one also completely just falls to my feet. I should have
Okay,
mentioned
thank you.
that. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
That was deactivated when she did her initial thing.
No,
I think
she
it's
thinks
funny
about it,
if
she goes,
she
"Oh, yeah."
forgot that one
Deal
was
with that
there
one. You
because it's
get to
not
deal
in the
with that
room. Thank you.
Arthur
Oh, that's funny.
will
I'll start to approach, assuming
no
I
longer appear
can.
like the silhouette. He'll look like himself, and he is a bloody mess. He is
Oh yeah,
like
he
barely
looks
holding
terrible.
Well, Dr. Jamie Lee Watts is going to kind of, I guess he'll come over here, but he'll turn his boots off.
Okay.
And then he'll go to fix Arthur as best he can.
Yeah.
Using various things. I have
You are not the administrators. You have unsealed me.
Correct. Most of
As
the
of now-
administrators are gone, so
There is currently one administrator.
don't think they'll be coming here anytime soon.
There's currently one administrator active.
No,
Is
that's
the administrative
probably that-
actor Peter.
Peter.
That would be the designation.
What about?
I don't think he's coming.
blanking on her name. Anne.
Oh yeah.
Was it Anne? Was Merle's the goddess's name? Was it Anne or I'm sorry.
I believe.
Currently, Administrator Peter Reedus has locked out other administrators.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, we gained access, so clearly he didn't lock him out entirely.
Correct. You have
Can we
provided an override.
override his lockout and provide?
No, you are
Anne with-
incapable. The only way to override a lockout is to remove the administrator, or convince him to remove the lockout.
And well, that one's not happening.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Hmm.
Well, I guess we're here to end the
Beckonings.
beckonings.
Expected. The beckonings are not native to C19.
And they are currently
So is-
happening.
Yes, they
Correct. Administrator PR has set them to.
Can we unset that? Do we have rights to do that?
No. You will need to gain administration rights.
And How
How do we do that?
Yeah. How do we become
You will need to
administrator?
remove administration rights from Administrator PR or convince him to give them up. They will then move to the next administrator. One, and it kind of like begins scanning. H. Seymour.
Oh.
Oh,
Who's H. Seymour?
Seymour Ellington,
yes.
the vampire,
The
the
Duke.
Archon.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The hidden Archon that has been.
I mean,
hidden
like, he's a
away.
little weird, but he's all right.
He's an
Yeah.
Archon.
Yeah, we knew that, but he's
Yeah.
all right. Like, he's not.
You'd be cool with
He's
giving
as
him
clo-
godlike powers?
I mean, what's
mean,
he
he's
gonna
already
do?
a
Turn everything
vampire.
into a party?
He's already a vampire and has been lording not only undeath but a vast amount of necro power over these group of people, and they seem to actually appreciate his rule. He's a head for science, even if he doesn't understand it. I think, not a huge church presence in his particular area. Out of everybody to give temporary absolute power to, I feel like there are worse people to choose.
I will not argue there. I think our point was to eliminate anybody from having absolute power.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's a way to do. Is there a way to shut it to give nobody administrative access?
Administrative access would need to be denied to all available users by the current administrator.
Okay, so then we have to give it to somebody who can then give it up.
Correct.
That's the only way that we
or
can do
have them give it to someone who would be willing to give it up.
Which
it.
is what
Exactly,
happened.
and I'm
Ellie.
sure. Alex is better than
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 nothing. And
Nebraska. So
according to what do you? I don't know how to refer to you.
Oh,
So you're the
I am-
system, but also you're
I am.
clearly a child.
I am the system. Designation Rosemary or Rose. A representation of
Right.
H. Seymour's child.
oh,
So he's got some connection. Okay.
wait a minute. Then what about
Did
Rose put this together?
No, this is Seymour's a representation of his actual real, like, Earth child,
Yes.
not
then what
the
about
child he has here.
then who is she?
A child he's had with his avatar here. Seymour's.
Do they look this similar?
No, not at all. They
Do
look
they
completely
look-
different.
Oh.
I'm understanding that correctly. Above table.
Yes.
Yes,
yeah,
that you are understanding that correctly.
It's his real life daughter,
Huh.
not his in-game or in-game daughter, however you want to refer to it.
Why
It's
would he
a-
allow
it's a
something to
representation.
happen?
Of his
Hmm.
daughter.
Yeah, not actually.
Why
but
would he-
it's a representation of it.
Why would he allow himself to get close to a fictional version of a fictional child to him? I should say a fictional version of a fictional child that has nothing to do with this person. Or we don't know that this looks like his kid, right? In real life.
All
She
she
just said
said
it.
was, "I am a representation of Seymour's daughter." So I was
Yeah.
just explaining that Arthur or Azrael was explaining that we know Seymour does not exist in Elyssia solely; that he was a person from
Yeah.
from Joel's area, and
From
so
Joel's
Arthur
area.
or Azrael was just guessing with that information that he had a daughter there and made the system look like his actual daughter.
For whatever reason.
But then I guess Dr. JB Watts is still confused about
Why?
Vampire Lady. Why? Like what? Like if that was gonna, you know what I mean? They're nothing alike. They don't look like anything similar.
He had another
Maybe he
daughter.
has more-
just had a daughter in this.
Maybe
one.
maybe he has another daughter. But neither of them seem to even know about this person.
So I
Or
think,
at least they
so
did
I
that.
think Seymour does. He was just acting. I believe his
Oh.
daughter that we met, who sent us to space,
Doesn't
is
know.
from here, and he actually did have her in here. She's one of us. She doesn't have another representation in Joel's world.
That is correct.
Well, there you have it, Dr. Watts.
Then why would he allow this to get as far as it did?
He hasn't had access.
If he has a daughter in here, the Beckonings would destroy her just as much as they destroy anything else.
I am merely a representation of H. Seymour's designation deceased daughter.
No.
Well,
That's why I guess I think
that answered it.
where I'm sitting at is that if I'm reconsidering whether this person is someone we should trust with ultimate power, if he's willing to just let this kind of go the way it's going.
Well, from
Because he would have to give up, right? If he
Yes.
Well, you'd have to.
likely
He
was
could
the
be
first-
fighting Braska with more fervor.
Currently,
and he's
disappeared.
Currently,
gone.
He just disappeared.
User
No idea where he
H.
is.
Seymour's administrative rights have been fully locked down. He has no control over the system.
And we
But
have
he-
no
did
idea
he
where
when
he
he
is.
was,
But he
when
did.
he was an Archon, he did have power. You're right, and he used it
yeah.
to play BGs and be a vampire. Like
Yeah, and then
not-
create a person, call them their child for hundreds of our years, and is just willing to just be like, yeah, so that I don't really particularly
It
trust this dude.
reaffirms your position. Taking a page out of your book, the Archons are terrible people.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, no, actually, yeah, no, and so
Not a
now
single
Dr.
one
J.
of
Watts
them.
is even more mad. He's even more mad that even the good ones are shitty.
They're
Like
all
the only
selfish in their own ways.
like above board one that we've encountered is Sue, and all she's doing is hiding. Like she's not doing anything
Hiding,
with
yeah.
her
She's,
power.
But he's
she's
not
also
doing anything to
dead
help.
right now.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I
You didn't know
believe-
that?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
there was mentioned.
There's only
Either
two
last
Archons
session-
left, which
Yeah.
is Gamar and Seymour, and no one has any idea where.
That's what I thought. She was in hiding. I thought that was the whole bit. But if she's
Oh, no,
dead,
she's
that's
dead.
really shitty. Oh, damn. Okay, well then, yeah. I mean, that's what you get for when you hide from shit.
Yeah, Peter killed his
So
father then too, because Elysier's gone then too, the one that was locked on.
yeah, in the
Aesir.
chain house,
Take Aesir,
Aesir. Wasn't killing him supposed to like do a whole thing?
He was
Freeing
Wasn't they
him
couldn't
was.
they-
threatening us.
Freeing him
Yeah.
was.
yeah, he
Well,
wanted to do a
they
bunch of
said, like,
parties.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
Braska
killing
said-
them
Alright.
is supposed to have them reset like Peter has, but Peter's locking them out of the system so they can't come back in.
Yeah, so that
Okay.
he controls when and what happens with everything. Because he wants
So-
to be the big
Well, then-
hero that everyone loves before he does anything.
So then we are sitting here essentially now with a choice to either try to convince Peter to
Take the moral high ground.
to just not do what he's clearly doing
Or kill him.
to people he doesn't believe are real, or kill him somehow
And then kill.
and then and lock him out of
Peter's-
a system that he has complete control over,
And then we would power up Seymour and have to kill Seymour if he didn't decide.
how
to
does
give
someone
power.
become an administrative user? How does somebody else become an administrative user?
They have been set previously.
So,
how
no-
can
nothing
you
gets
repeat the
added.
process?
Nothing will be added unless there are no other administrators, and the system dictates one needs to be added, as there always must be one
Okay.
administrator. Currently, there are 3 possible administrators. The current administrator, PR, the second administrator, H. Seymour, and finally, the final administrator, A.
Which is
And who's
Gamar.
no.
Oh god damn it! We have no good option.
The system corrects itself. There are 4 possible users then.
Oh.
Yeah,
The-
A is the goddess. It's Anne. A for Anne.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
all right.
So we
So
have
then,
Alright.
so in line
So we need
right
to take
now,
out
though,
Go-
it goes
Is that-
Peter, Seymour, Gamar.
Gamar.
Gabar.
Yeah.
God damn
is
it.
that, do we have that correct?
Okay,
Is that the order?
well,
Is that a
That is
hit
the
list?
That is the current administrative order.
Well, I don't know.
Otherwise
if we have
known
a hit
as-
list.
Hit list.
Two of those people are definitely
What I think
a
we
hit
should
list.
do.
One of them is kind of like, I don't know if we really should, but it might be worth it in the long run. The other one is literally our friend.
Yeah, so I think we should go Peter, clearly, because this is like a problem. But here's the thing. We need to make coordinated attacks then. Because if Gamar gets it, even for a second,
it's over.
Then we're all screwed.
Yeah.
And so
maybe it's better to take out Gamar.
We should take out Gamar first.
Yeah.
We take go to Gamar first.
Kind of like, I mean, not that he would do the right thing, but he is kind of being against his will in all of this.
Yeah,
and
but giving him an absolute power isn't gonna
Sentinel
be
freeing
the
him
answer to
from
that.
his shackles still frees him.
Yeah.
So we take out
If
Gamar.
he had a choice, we did offer him a chance to help.
We did.
We reluctantly
sat with
did.
Braska.
Yeah. So we go to Gamar, but we have to go to Gamar. Take
we
him
try
out
to enlist?
first.
Can we enlist? Do you think we could enlist him?
Gamar? No.
We tried to.
Well,
He's in
now
Braska's
it's a different
pocket.
situation.
As a reminder, Gamar currently is essentially the ruler over all of the
Igorith.
Vanatirian Peninsula from
Oh,
Igorith,
yeah.
because Brask is just like, do whatever you want, I don't care. Just as a reminder.
Yes. Yeah, he is not exactly in the worst position, even if he is kind of being strong-armed into being under Braska.
And you, Dr. J. Ross is going to ask the system. He's going to be like, what is your function?
My function is to preserve all 19 realms. And any that may come after.
But you're locked out of any of these processes.
Incorrect. I may only go off of administrator function. There are functions that are created to preserve the 19 realms, but I am currently following programming administrative orders that have overridden some of those functions.
So what do you do?
I maintain
what do you?
Every function.
Azrael is gonna show some. We can use presentation to show, or thaumaturgy to show magic. That's what this is. This system is keeping everything alive.
Correct. We preserve and maintain the 19 realms, the weather, the land masses, and ensure that civilization is capable of thriving.
Well, that's not exactly happening right now.
It's for being prevented from doing so. An administrator has altered it.
So you can create magical effects.
What you deem as magic in this world, yes.
I honestly, you're talking to the wrong guy for that conversation, but yes. So all the magic that's been done on this earth, you authorize that?
Correct. Originally, C-19 was created without the use of magic. Such authorization was given by Administrator PR.
Oh, okay. Well, that's super great. Can I ask you to make a rabbit? Are you just the system in which magic exists, or can you perform it?
I am capable of performing magic, though the creation of a complete life form takes time and development. It is a biological process.
Can you move somebody from one spot to another spot in the system?
As in, from
Okay,
one
if we
realm
wanted
to
to get out of this, if we want to get out of this temple, could you just move us to another spot in the temple?
In my current situation, I am unable to. If I was returned back to the pedestal, I could.
So then why would taking this person out of the pedestal be the linchpin to the plan? Other than if this person was taken out, then I guess all magic would stop, which I guess is a big reason of why all the problems are happening.
So from my
But
understanding, we could technically, now that she's out, we could give her orders or executions, and they would happen. But we've been prevented to because Peter has locked out anything unless an administrator says it. So we were just late. We did the right thing. This is the right thing to do. This would work. We could say, hey, yo, little girl, stop the beckoning. And she'd go, the beckonings have stopped. But we aren't an administrator, and Peter locked us out.
okay, so Xanthro,
Xanthro's here with us. How do you feel about all this?
Yeah, well,
Locked out,
thanks,
a little
thanks
late,
for
bro.
essentially nothing.
It is an interesting situation. I didn't know exactly what would happen when we placed that pyramid inside the thing. Though, now that we have the system. Girl, what is the administrator capable of doing in this room while you're outside of the pedestal? Nothing. The system has currently been made portable.
Oh, no shit. We just took away Peter's power?
No, but you
No.
prevented him from doing anything else within the system.
Oh.
Okay. I mean,
Ooh, so that's a big.
well, what he
decision.
wanted to do was is enough to drive the whole world into the brink of extinction. If he can continue to keep doing that, there's not much we can do unless this has the ability to either let us do more things
So,
or him do less.
I guess to maybe clarify a little bit, because she is not in the tube, he can't do anything. She needs to be in the little thing to for Brasco to actually use the system. If I am correct in that.
You are correct.
So because we have her out, we have removed his connection to the system until he finds her.
Oh, so he has no. Then he would have
he
no
has
magic.
no power over the system while we have her under us.
Yeah, I would imagine he would know that at this moment.
I'm sure he's realized immediately that everything he's stopped.
Super far away. He's days away. If he doesn't have magic, then he's just walking
He has
in a
magic,
field
he
full
just
of...
doesn't have access to the system anymore.
Yes, he can no
so
longer
he
make
can't do
changes.
things like turn the beckoning on and off. He can't make storms happen. He can't do stuff like that anymore.
So he doesn't
So he
have
can't
godlike
control it.
power. He has
Yes,
magic.
yeah. Okay,
but he
but
doesn't have godlike power.
What I
He
was
is
saying,
just
yeah, and what
a
I was
dude
saying
with
is that,
magic now.
but with what he has already done and set into motion, that we're still in the exact same predicament.
Yes.
Because he was already just doing what he wanted to do. Like he
my
could have
thing
just
is,
wiped
though,
us all out.
That is assuming, Jamie, that what he has achieved now was his, which I don't think it was. I think he wanted to do more, and will require the system to complete whatever plan that is.
Yes.
So we have now taken a piece, not the piece, but a piece off the proverbial chessboard for him.
Well, and essentially is making him more vulnerable to taking down an Archon in some way.
Because you can't just have the system tell him to, or tell the system to.
We can also
stop him from
introduce the
dying.
system to Marilli, who is an administrator, and she would have rights.
Well, once Peter's gone.
Yeah, once
He's locked out.
Restored
And-
access to the other administrators.
And what I'm sitting at is okay. So Dr. J.B. Lee Watts, in the universe, is like we're having an in-universe siege with what we have now. Unless this person can do something to stop that, nothing's changed our predicament. As in the next couple of months, we'll all die. So unless she can do something like specific, we're pretty much back at square one. Because he's already doing enough to kill us all. And if he has to wait 5 days to do it, we aren't any better off. So, like, can you do something to change what we have going on right now in the next siege time?
If you can give an administrator access that can offer the commands, yes.
Okay. So we need
Currently,
we have to take it to.
we need to find Seymour.
Seymour
is literally the only we can't talk to Gamar. There's no way he's
No,
going to
no, he will not
He's
want to
under
do that.
Braska's thumb. The only other person who has administrative rights, because Morelli's been locked out, is we have to find. Can you system? Can you tell us where Administrator Seymour's at?
There it is. Yeah, that's a move.
Administrator Seymour is in Igorith currently.
Fuck.
Oh dang, that's where Gamar is. God damn it.
Okay. they're on the
Is
same
he
page.
imprisoned? Is he imprisoned by Gamar?
No, he is in the slums.
Oh, he's hiding.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
Well, so
Okay,
that's
so then
good
what-
news that we could.
the three of us
Yeah,
are
then what we
very
need to
familiar
do-
with that place. So.
Yeah.
And this is something that Braska would not expect, and what we need to do
Yeah.
is that we have to attack him. Like, we can't wait for him and defend our spot. We have to
Yeah,
make
we're
a
on the
last-ditch
Yeah,
effort.
we have to
Yeah, we
stop
have to, or
Braska
else we're
directly.
gonna. Yeah, or else he'll siege us out and we'll die. So
There is.
we have to
currently-
get to Igorith.
Continue.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go first. Finish your thought.
Okay, so we have to go to Igorith, get the Duke out of wherever he's at under Gamar's thumb, and then just attack Braska with essentially, or Peter, with everything we got.
Well, I think there's a
I mean,
step
my
in
guess is
between
we're
that
gonna
where
be
we have
taking
to
on
get- we
Gamar
have to get
first.
Seymour to reinstate Morelli. That will be our kind of flair, is because then we have somebody who can match Braska power blow for blow. We have another administrator.
But he wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't be able to reinstate Marilli until Braska's out.
Yeah, Braska's locked
Yeah.
until
Until Peter's
every
out.
administrator
the
out
ca-
except
so
himself.
it
Yeah,
starts
every
with
administrator.
Peter.
Only Braska can
so we
control
just
the
have to
system.
get him out of there. We have to get him out of Gamar's area,
Uh-huh.
and then with him, just because he is still a vampire, like that's nothing
Right.
little. You know what I mean? We will attack Braska, and then once he's defeated, hope that we can convince the Duke immediately to hand it over to Marilli or shut down the administrative process altogether.
Correct.
Or we kill him. Like, that's essentially,
Right.
or well, we can't kill a person, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
Well, we've done it before, Jamie. But yeah,
We've done it many
It doesn't have to
times.
be your idea, but, yeah.
it's an undead, actually, and I don't care. So that would be the
He
move.
is a vampire.
There's one final piece I will explain related to Administrator PR. There has been a new set of parameters added, a creation of C20
Oh,
per his
Oh.
administrative command.
So he's
Is that
created
currently
another
undergoing?
realm.
Going?
So,
In
Oh, is it-
process, not
So
fully
it's
stopped.
created.
did it stop because you're out of the tube?
Correct.
so we need to keep you
He was
around.
building a new world.
You know, not
Oh,
quite
that's
what I
why
was
he wasn't
expecting
just
him
like
to do.
turning the air into lead or something. He was busy.
And now we stop.
Okay.
His new world is on hold.
I was expecting him to fully send the world to ruin and then make it so that he was the great savior
Yeah.
of everyone left and the beckonings then, not
He's-
I don't
create a
think he
new
intends
world
on
where he
anybody
is
to have
God.
anybody left. He's gonna bring them over
Yeah.
to his new world as a
Yeah, if
He
there's
will
anybody, yeah,
save them
keep-
from the brink of extinction.
not last, but question for you,
We're
system
gonna have
person.
tons of questions for you on the
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, on the road. Yeah.
I am
You
capable of answering
are-
most.
Speaking of, have you ever been out of here? Like, are you ever? Just
Yeah,
like,
like, if
are you
No.
just stuck in here? Or have you ever
This
actually
is-
gone out to the
This
world?
is actually a first for me.
Oh, well,
in
you're gonna
this
get to
form.
experience probably the worst time to adventure the world. But
I have
Oh,
already
man.
experienced because I can see it all.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I prefer the blue
Um,
sky.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
I think
You're-
Darby's
are
asking
you
you
like
out on a
Nim?
date.
I am not.
Denied.
I was
Oh,
just
God.
wondering. I mean, if
was
she's been stuck here the whole time, or
That's a
if
lot.
anyone's actually.
And she's
tried
also
to,
a child.
yeah.
I was gonna
Says it
say, I
on-
was gonna make a
like,
joke, but I'm like, I've already
child
broken TOS once, so I'm gonna not say anything.
So we're not. No one's. This
Oh,
isn't
God.
a Japanese
As
show.
much as I do enjoy finding out this information, we can find it out on the road. And if I was somebody who was building a new world and somebody pulled the plug on the machine that was doing it for me, I'd go find that plug and plug it back in right away.
Yes.
So
Yeah. Question: what happens if something happens to you, like this form? If something were to happen to this,
This
Form,
form
what
is
happens?
incapable of destruction.
So we don't even have to worry about
Oh.
protecting you. You're fine, right?
Yeah, you're just fine.
Correct.
Can you be moved against your will?
If an administrator is able to reclaim me, then yes, they would be able to do administrative things. In layman's
all right, cool.
terms.
So then we just have to keep her away. That's what I was wondering. Like, if something were to happen to her, does it all like shut down or whatever? Okay, cool. So then let's get her out of here, and then we can.
Well, we can ask
Or
some
it.
questions.
I keep calling it. I keep calling it her. It.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they're both fine.
It is a robot.
It may identify as a her.
Yeah.
What do you identify as?
I don't care.
Well,
It is a robot. Like I said, it is a system.
I am not a robot. I am the system. I am more
it's a
sophisticated
system.
than a robot.
Yeah, is the system
Every
a
robot thinks they're more sophisticated than a robot.
All right, so
Okay, what's
the
gonna?
ever-evolving plan? We need to find Seymour. So
Yeah, that's the first thing we have to do.
Step on is fine, Seymour. As an aside, and I'll just point to Nim. If you were to reactivate him, can you make it so he's not hostile towards us?
Yes.
Do we have power for that?
Yes, it will take
dope.
a bit.
Hell yeah.
It will take a bit of time to reactivate and rewrite the programming, but that does not fall under the administrative block. I am capable of doing that.
Right, if you could do that, then I'm sure we would all be very
That's
appreciative.
awesome.
Keep his heart. Don't rewrite his heart.
The glitch, you mean?
You don't
Yes.
don't fix
Yes.
Keep the glitch.
That seems highly unorthodox, but okay.
that. We like
You're
him
gonna
that
find
way.
out a lot about.
Yeah. Welcome to the team,
I like
system.
Welcome to the
I
team.
like you Elysians. Over the many thousands of years, it has been entertaining to watch you.
I think we just found our group name. Highly unorthodox.
highly unorthodox.
You know, I wish. Oh man, Dr. Jamie Lee Watts is gonna say like, in my dreams, you sound like that guy that Inn was named after.
You mean the Prince of Farin from C7?
Yes, you talk about watching everybody. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is very
They have a
reminiscent.
very interesting society. The Archons deemed it a failure and moved on.
Well,
There's
it
a
off.
glitch running through your systems then in a giant flying ship looking for dead people.
I am aware of the Princess Travels.
Oh,
Now-
that's so silly.
We must depart here soon. I sense the administrator nearing.
Yep. All right. Well, let's
let's
get out of here.
All right, Sentinel, can you carry Nim on the way out?
Yeah.
You guys
Don't
want to
wanna-
bring the other one with you too?
Nah,
The other
right.
no,
Not Nim.
none of the other Nimrods are just slaves.
Yeah.
All right.
This is our boy.
That's just some random robot. We don't know him.
Dr. Jamie Lee Watts' selective humanity strikes.
Again.
You can add Nim to your Sentinel. Add Nim to your inventory.
Yes.
We'll just carry.
And
around
if
Nim.
you would all move yourselves back to the ice cavern where you started this whole
Ooh.
thing.
Oh, let me go.
Ice cavern.
Oh.
Ice cavern.
Sorry, Sentinel, I grabbed you too. I'll just
That's okay. Just take me.
It's coming for
Take
you.
me away.
Take me with you.
I'll bring you.
Take
with
me up this
Oh,
time.
that's,
Alright.
come on,
Take me
Ethan.
Well,
Come on, I have 17 health.
I will stand back
It's
here.
nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
What happened? What happened? I don't know.
This
What happened.
is-
I can't see it. I don't have my mouse right now.
Oh, it,
So
I'm trying.
to describe, as you guys are sprinting out of the temple, you see a very unfortunate, unexpected duo.
oh, yeah, sorry.
Your good
Yeah.
friend
Hold on, sorry.
Peter has arrived in
Oh, come
fantastic villain fashion, kind of just standing there. But he stands with somebody else. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you a little picture. There you go.
Oh,
No way.
Come
And that's where we will
on.
end tonight's session.
Ugh.
That's so mean.
Look at her head is like sewed back
So back
on.
on.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
this guy is
nuts.
so screwed up.
Well, he's the hero that will
gross.
save the world.
He's gross. I don't like this dude.
Oh, yeah, no, he's a
Peter.
scumbag.
Poor Jayla.